So now no one is allowed to cop attitude during my show.
Good.
Because what they would normally do is like blow my mind during the taping, and I'd be all bummed out.
Yeah, they're giving you commentary with their looks.
Right, looks. I don't know if it's moving fast enough. It's too slow. Maybe make it happen more.
Gestures.
Gestures. I said, no one is allowed in the studio. Just leave me alone to do my own thing. When I do a radio show, I don't have anybody with gestures. I got a Fred Norris, he's like a totem pole. He sits there and he don't make a noise.
When he needs to let you know something,
he doesn't even let me know. No, he doesn't let me know. For 2 months now, he's never once come to me. He says, "Hey, Howard, I wrote a bit. Here it is. Here's something." Nothing. The guy's like a totem pole, day in and day out. It's like I work with a statue.
Such a liar.
I'm a liar.
You're a liar.
When's the last time you handed in anything?
Last week.
Oh, please.
And you looked at it, you threw it on your desk, you went, very nice.
It wasn't that good. I assigned that to you. I want you to do things on your own now with your Mr. Computer.
Fine.
He finally got a computer?
Yeah.
You know that's for his music.
Right. That's up for me. That's up for the show.
Robin, I typed it up and it went...
No. It was something I assigned to you. I want you to do your own thing now. I want you to be creative. I want you to create your own bits.
What's the difference? You took something and it was there and you went, eh.
It was awful.
Okay, fine. But at least you should have said it was awful or something to improve it.
When you don't hear it on the air, it's awful.
Okay.
All right? Just keep writing.
Thank you.
And then you got the other idiot over there who laughs like a hyena at anything. All right, shut up. Two of you, I don't want to hear from you. But at least they're guys. You know what I'm saying, Ron?
Yeah, they're not gesturing.
At least they're guys.
And making facial expressions.
Right. If I use the C word, they enjoy it. Nobody laughs harder at the C word than Fred.
I think Fred coined it.
Because Fred's very angry at women.
That's right.
Sure.
Yeah.
He made it up.
Fred, you're angry at women. There's no doubt.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
All right. I love
I
that.
like that.
Yeah, me too. Didn't we write a bunch of new ones for him to record? Like funny ones? I thought we were doing that. And didn't he record a couple of funny ones?
He did.
He did them.
Where are those? You never use those, Fred?
I use them on sparing occasions, yes.
Like the Vietnam vet one, and we gotta get some real wacky ones going. It's time. But I don't want you guys, don't take up too much of your time.
You don't want to use up all the memory on Fred's computer, do you?
Right. Yeah, Fred, when you're busy composing, maybe tonight you could actually write something on that computer that would actually earn you some money.
Okay.
So you won't feel guilty taking a paycheck every week.
I don't feel guilty in the least.
All right. Very good. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's okay.
That's okay.
So I don't mean to disturb you. I know you're having fun learning the computer. Because, I got to master the computer. I said, what, so you can write more songs that no one will hear? How about typing? Why not use the word processing and type a few bits if you want to sit there and type?
Why don't you read some of the stuff I write?
Fred, this has been going on 9 years that you claim I don't read your stuff. Hand it in to me. I'll read it. Don't keep it in your bag of tricks, Felix.
I can't see through.
I did. I don't see how you read that thing last time, but
I read it. You want to know something? The truth about that bit that you wrote 2 weeks ago?
Go ahead.
I haven't gotten to it yet. Woody Allen wrote an album. A CD. He has a CD out.
Yes. Right.
So we are going to put some lyrics to some of the songs. I read it. I am going to do it. I have not gotten to the Woody Allen CD yet.
So why did you say it sucked?
I'm kidding with you. Hand in as much material as you possibly can write. If I don't get to it right away, don't don't go into a depression.
But then don't say it sucks.
So I'm telling you it was good. So then, so now write more. How's that? How's that for positive reinforcement?
That's much better than saying
You know what this guy does? If he writes something, he carries it in his bag and he waits to the opportunity to sit there and talk to me about it. And there's never an opportunity.
What opportunity?
Just put it in no. Now, that's the first time you've ever done that. First time.
So,
in how many years?
In
11 years?
In 11.
Well,
I only wish it was 11.
That's not even the point. Don't even change the subject.
Yeah. And then what he does is he carries a bag with him, a satchel. And it's
how is it when somebody does something for you that's actually good?
Yeah.
You sit there and rip them apart.
Fred, you wrote one thing, and you never walk up to me and say, "Hey, Howard, I got a great idea for a bit."
I have too,
and here it is.
Showed it to
here
you,
it is.
Go,
what bit did you write like that?
Great
you
idea.
Never did.
You want to know something?
So develop it.
Some stuff.
All right. You have stuff on you now? Why is it with you and not in my bag?
Because I have shown it to you. You go,
like what?
Nice
what
idea.
Did you show me?
You walk away.
I want to do it. What is it? Tell me what you have.
It's probably like, a dead issue by now. But you want to know something?
Well,
I'll go out and I'll
tell me what it is.
Dead.
What is it?
I don't know off the top of my head, Howard.
Of course. There's nothing in there. Let me go through your bag. I'll bet you I'll find nothing.
What's in the bag today?
What's in your bag? Go ahead. I'll give you a minute to go look in your bag.
I can find something.
Go ahead.
Okay?
Go ahead.
All right. I'll see if I can find something.
All right.
Big challenge.
I could have written 50 Howard Stern new intros in the time it takes him to go through that bag.
So do it.
Howard Stern, friend of Connie Chung. Howard Stern, Sam Kinnison's top eulogist. Howard Stern, spewer of more venom than a basket of snakes. Howard Stern, official comedian of the New York Knicks. Anything. Give me something. Anything. God, those were all good.
Yeah.
Very brilliant.
When I get mad, I can
Very brilliant. Man.
can really go.
Official comedian of the New York Knicks is a great
this was an old Amy Fisher song.
Even if Fred came in one day and said, you know what, I got a great bit for you to do every week. You can take a trip into my magic bag. All right? Even if he did that, I would say, gee, that's an ongoing routine. That would be fantastic.
I'm not going to even be a dope right now because it's like this.
Because there's nothing in your bag. Thank you.
I just said, but it's like you just.
When you're working on that computer.
He pulled out an Amy Fisher song.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
from 2 years ago. She shot the woman in the head. All right.
That,
Good.
that was yellow.
Amy Fisher's out of prison. He writes a song.
White paper, it's now yellow.
It's still happening.
One Amy Fisher song he found in there.
That's only one.
Yeah, here's a bag. Let's take a look at my bag. I'm going to show you my bag. See this bag?
Well, we're all impressed.
I got 50 weeks of bits in here. That's what you could care less. That's the point. Because you know why? Just because it's called the Howard Stern Show. But Fred, part of your job is contributing.
I do contribute when you care to listen.
I don't want to listen. Just hand it to me.
Okay, fine.
Hand it in.
I do hand it. And
You got a computer. You got a way of organizing your materials.
Stop it.
You should go through you should constantly have materials, and just hand it to me. Don't even just hand it to me.
Okay, I'll just hand it to you.
Barrage me.
I'll hand it to you.
Be annoying.
It'll go in that circular file that sits on your desk. And
right. That's what I want.
Gary eventually picks up and goes,
right.
What's this, Fred? And I go, I don't know. It's a bit Howard decided not to get to.
I want the security of knowing there's 1,000 bits around me. How's that? Is that too much to ask?
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
Would you come here every day if you knew that things weren't going to, like, if you were going to say things and it wouldn't get on the air?
Would you come here every day?
Would I come here?
Yeah. Would you do that?
Am I getting paid for that?
I don't know.
Am I receiving a paycheck or am I coming here for free?
But isn't that a bit demoralizing?
You're telling me that you leave me stuff written every day and I reject it?
Not every day.
When is the last time that you... come on. Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
Oh, this guy is so full of it.
So are you.
You're a Martian.
Me too.
Me too.
That's how Martians argue.
You know, you sound like a guy in the Polish army. One step closer and I'll shoot myself. I said, you're a Martian? You go, me too? All right, I've had it with you. I'm not going to talk to you anymore. He's a totem pole, I tell you.
Right.
I want to play Robin's phone call.
Sure you do.
I do. Can I play it now?
No.
What? Oh, Fred has something to say. I'm sorry, what was that?
No, you can't.
All right. Why don't you do your commercial thing, Fred?
Thank you.
And then we'll come back, and I'll play your phone call,
Fred
Robin.
lets you.
Yeah.
Are you ready for a nice, uncomfortable commercial break?
I'm leaving.
Oh, no, you're not.
All right, we'll be back right after these words. God, I wish all of you could have been here during the commercials. As Fred really got completely crazy with Robin. Whenever I yell at you, you get mad at Robin.
What's that?
I said, whenever I yell at you, you get
Well,
mad.
I get mad at you, too. She just happened to come in the room with that face of hers. you know that Robin face that she always gives comes in.
Oh, dear.
What did you said to him, gee, you don't take this stuff seriously, do you, Fred? And then he went off.
Yeah.
He said he does.
You take it really seriously, don't you?
Semi-seriously.
You're the most fun.
He wished me dead.
He did. What'd you wish that Robin?
I wish she would just drop dead right now.
He wanted her to choke to death.
I wish she would choke to death. Yes.
You'd be happy if she choked it.
Absolutely.
You would really? Would you go to the funeral?
No.
No.
No, actually, I would. I'd be tap dancing on her coffin.
That's disgraceful.
Why is that disgraceful?
Because I can't believe you're saying
Isn't
that. What if Robin should drop dead?
Isn't the show that
You would
rides
be
over
there,
on-
Fred, and you would be there, and you'd be giving a eulogy.
You'd be
Eulogy my
crying
ass.
your eyes.
Although you wouldn't write a eulogy unless someone asked you to.
No, actually, I would set the computer right up on her coffin. Or if she was on a heart-lung machine, I'd unplug the heart-lung machine just to plug the computer in.
Boy. What's with you, man?
What do you mean, what's with me?
You're showing a real evil side to yourself.
Hey!
I've never wished any of that stuff on you, Fred.
No.
Fred, that's
No,
ungentlemanlike.
it's just slow torture with you.
Jackie, wasn't that great?
I'm thoroughly entertained. It's very funny when it's not you.
Right.
But
When it's not me.
Jackie, I got to tell you, I thought you were kidding when you said, "Are you ready for a real uncomfortable commercial break?"
And I was kidding. Because at that
It got
point
real bad. It was going okay till you walked in. Then Fred exploded.
She has that magic something that can escalate.
It's called being annoying.
What is it she does exactly so she can improve as a person?
Just being there.
What is she? She draws breath.
Oh,
No, really, what is it? What did she do? I don't even know what she
do?
did. What did she do? I was the one who took it up.
I
later.
don't know. What happened was, Fred said that she does the same thing. Like when she has news stories prepared and you don't get to them.
Yeah, but what set him off?
What set him up? Because
It was spontaneous combustion.
What did she say?
She didn't do anything. She walked in.
She just walked in, and then he went nuts.
Just her very denial.
Very denial of what? Oh, I don't even know what happened. You started yelling at her. I don't know what she did. She walked in and said, and she handed me an article, and I bet you Fred got paranoid and thought it was about him. It was about Liza and Lorna being back together again.
No, that paranoia was not even on my list.
Oh.
No. You
not
know what
on
it
the
was?
What?
Didn't she hand you something about
I did
somebody
hand you a
applying
fax.
Oh, yeah, right. That's
And
what
I
did
said,
it.
See, that's what it is.
A guy wrote in a
She
fax.
comes in. Now, there you go.
Robin said, hey, Robin always comes in with the faxes because she sits next to the fax machine.
Right.
So Robin goes, hey, look at this fax. This is great. There's one guy who says, would you get to Robin's damn phone call already? It's been 2 days already. What Jerry Seinfeld says about you is correct. And then it says, and by the way, I have a bogus job but a great writing ability. I bet for free I could write some type of bit every week better than your writer, Fred.
There you go.
So Robin just said, hey, here's a guy applying for Fred's job.
That's a joke. I mean, I brought it in because it was funny, Fred.
Yeah, you got to be willing to. And
Well,
then you
maybe-
went off on her. You went
I
off
was
on her.
trying to make a point with her.
Should she have hidden that fax?
Absolutely not. But I was trying
What
to make.
should she have done?
What I was trying to do was make a point with her, and which she denied it. So what can I say?
All right. So you wish her dead now.
Yes, I do.
All right. And if she
And
dies,
I stand by those words.
all right. There you go. Well,
Imagine if she had a drop dead right here. when
can
she
you
was choking.
can you imagine if she worked for the FCC and Fred said that?
There you go.
He would have a vendetta for life against me.
That's true.
I know the Tonight Show, and I was listening to your show, and I heard David Letterman badmouth me, see, I don't think that's very nice. I mean, he's doing his thing, I know mine, but still you never hear Jay Leno sink to that level. Jay's not gonna say, I mean, I can always reveal the facts now for the fact that David has a very small penis. Absolutely, no, I'm not making this up. I mean, it really made me huh? Come on, it's a Tonight Show, that means it's a small dick. What are you talking about? But he's doing his thing. Here's Howard Stern. Ladies and gentlemen, you can enjoy it. Welcome back, folks. I'm Jay Leno, and just before we say goodnight, I'd like to introduce our newest announcer, ladies and gentlemen, Vinny Papali.
I love you. Oh, I love you so much,
Well, I'm glad to have you here as well.
Sometimes at the end of the day, I feel like I just haven't had enough of you, and I just can't wait to work together.
Well, I enjoy working with you, too. Whoa, Vinny, what the hell are you doing?
I'm scratching my balls. I caught myself. I won't do it again. I love you.
Okay, well, I guess that's all for tonight. Tune in tomorrow when we play a new game called Lord of the Rear End Ring. Say goodnight, Vinny.
I love you. Ciao.
All right. Original. Lord of the Rear End Rings. I couldn't possibly have anything to do with that.
It's not derivative.
Are you one of those guys that might pretend for a while that you do something else?
No way. I love what I do.
Well, it could be-
And you're not going to change it because I just read about some porn guy who's got a 2-year-old who's getting out of the porn business.
No, you got to do more because you got kids now. You got bills.
Will the kid be like Mr. Skin Jr.?
Yeah, Skin Junior.
Skin Jr. Maybe you should call
He's
yourself.
your skinfant.
Maybe you should call yourself Dr. Skin. That way he'll think you're a medical guy.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Skin. Oh, you're a
Dermatologist.
Yeah.
You've had a thing,
Dr. Skin.
My daddy's Dr. Skin. What did your daddy do?
I'm telling you, Miss Steve Allen invented all that. I said, okay.
Why not? I don't care. Maybe we'll get in the newspaper or something. We'll get some good publicity for once. Instead of the rotten ass publicity I get. Yeah. I mean, the latest way of publicity is me calling Jay Leno a fag.
Lame and gay.
And by the way, not gay. And by the way, not gay, because my girlfriend is. Were you calling Jay Leno gay in a gay sense, that he's a homosexual? I said,
Are you
no.
outing him?
I said, no, I was, out of context, it looks kind of weird. I said, he's just so gay.
Right. No, exactly. I get exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's gay.
It's like when you call somebody a homo, that doesn't necessarily mean,
That you think they're
homosexual.
Right.
Well, that does to me.
Well, no, I mean, it just...
You're a homo, you're a homo.
They act kind of gay.
Like, Casey's a homo.
What are you,
You mean
Casey's a F-A-G. He likes to kiss guys. Casey's a F-A-G. He loves Marino's thighs. Casey's a F-A-G. Got men too on his nose. Casey's a F-A-G. He loves balls all in mode.
It's Casey DC.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No, Casey's a homo, but Jay's gay.
If you're gay and you're looking for fun, but your sex life's in a rut, pick up the phone, call Casey Armstrong, he'll gladly stick it in your Casey loves anal beads and hot men. He picks up transvestites so he can tickle their feet. Casey loves anal beads and hot men. Casey loves anal beads and hot men.
Yeah. There's a difference. Casey's a homo. And Jay's gay.
Hello, folks. It's Jay Leno here, and I would like to introduce the Tonight Show's newest producer. Go ahead, pick up the microphone, say hello, would you?
Hello, hello, hello. Yes, who?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the world-famous Baba Booey!
I bet you're a little surprised by this.
Surprised by what? Me ripping off Howard? I mean, it's not true. No, I got a law from Steve Allen. Yeah. Hey, folks, we got to take a break. When we come back, it's Wins Fred the Court of his money. So stick around.
Jay's so perfect. He was on Actors Studio. Have you ever seen his acting? I don't know why they had him on Actors Studio.
Did a couple of movies that almost shut down the whole industry.
Cop movies.
Wasn't there one with that guy Pat Morita from?
Yeah. I don't want to be on a sitcom or something stupid like that. He's always so wonderful. I don't want to be any. Meanwhile, you're in a goddamn horrible movie with Pat Morita. But he's on Actors Studio. I'm on Actors Studio. And he's so wonderful. He's talking about how Jay's like, they go, Jay, you have an office, but it's the smallest office. Like Jay's everything
That's
about
what they talk about, his office?
Well, he goes, he makes less money than Letterman, and then Jay's bragging about how when he first became the guest host of The Tonight Show, there were 4 guys who were guest hosts.
Right.
And all of them went in and asked for like a $50,000. They wanted $25,000 for a guest shot. And Jay went, no. You guys can go ask for $25,000. I want $525. Scale. So,
So he undercut everybody and got the permanent gig.
Well, yeah, and also it's just, he's so proud of himself, like he's an everyman, like he goes.
Yeah, it's about the art for him, not the money.
James Lipton goes, I was in your office, and there's, it's the tiniest office I ever saw. Not necessary. He's such a low rent guy. He's a humble guy. Humble. He's nothing.
You know what story he tells that I've seen him tell in 50 interviews that just makes me crazy? Is he's never touched a penny
of his Tonight Show money
because he touches the money that he makes as a comedian because that's what he does for a living.
Yeah.
I'm a comedian.
Yeah. I guess you're supposed to love him for that reason. Like I care because isn't it great he doesn't touch his Tonight Show money?
So he's more and more wealthy.
And he also,
who wants? But why is that so great? Why is that so wonderful?
It's not. Do touch it. If you're not going to use it, give it to somebody.
And he doesn't even know where it goes.
Hey, where's the clip with James Lipton talking about the hole in the wall in his office?
Look on the CD right in front of you, and it's the one that says The Office. Whatever cut, do you see it?
It's always right in front of him.
Oh, yeah, here. Which CD is this?
CD1. But Howard, I have to tell you that, with not touching the money, he doesn't even know where the money goes. He goes, I get those checks and they get put in wherever it is they get put in.
You're supposed to love him for that.
He doesn't know where the $16 million a year goes.
How does he know he's not touching it?
It just goes wherever they put it. I don't know.
They.
Yeah.
You mean he doesn't touch the check?
Be taken by Helga, a terrific woman, to your office. All nights ago.
I admit my office.
Yeah, your office. And I would like to say...
He goes, is your mother's breath? I admit my office is very, very terrible. I'm a great guy. Yeah, I know what you're getting at. I'm such a great guy. I mean, my office is... Yeah. You shouldn't be paid, seeing as how you steal everything. Why should they pay you for the Tonight Show, you creep?
That hard-time prisoners have bigger quarters than you do.
Yeah, I'm a great guy. I mean, I'm no big deal, man. I'm just like everyone else.
Well, it's small.
My theory is if you make the most money, you take the smallest office with no air conditioning. This keeps other people from getting pissed off.
Oh, isn't that great?
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's so nice.
Why not
I don't want anybody else getting pissed off with air conditioning. If I take the smallest office, air conditioning is, it's a privilege. It's a privilege, and I don't deserve it. I should be beaten by chains, like Jesus.
While I'm here.
I'm like Jesus. I should really be beaten with chains and nailed to a cross. I like to sweat my ass off in my small office.
Yeah, I make the most money, but I sweat in my office.
But notice he still takes the biggest paycheck.
Right.
Americans do not care how much you make as long as they think you're working for it. If you're the first one in and you're the last one out, nobody begrudges you.
Who's watching you?
Who is evaluating this?
America can see him staying in the office all day?
I know what America likes. Because I have 6 million viewers, and Dave only has 4.
Well, his whole working man thing that he does, he talked about, not on this, but in an article, about how he was getting beat by Dave at the beginning. So the way he fixed that was to write 3 more jokes a night. He's going to
steal 3 more jokes a night. Yeah, I was listening to Howard's show, and he does this great bit. Steve Allen actually did it first, but, they ask stupid questions of people, and you see what they say, and then the Stuttering John went out on a red carpet, and he would attack celebrities, and so we got a gay guy, a big faggot, doing that, and then, same thing. That's what I do. What I do is I try to hear some good stuff and take it. Yeah. I was going to get John or Larry Bud Melman, one of the two.
Artie was teasing John the other day that John's going to get an office over there that's going to be right next to the writers who he makes 7 times more than.
Yeah, right. That should be comfortable.
The writers work.
Well, tell them not to take any air conditioning.
Right, and then they won't mind.
They won't care.
Artie said, like, if you're a writer and you have no credits at all, the Tonight Show hires you. You make around $80,000 a year. So John will be in his $500,000 office next to the $80,000 a year writer.
You know what?
And the writers will be mumbling, "How come he is worth $500,000?" Well,
right.
I guess I got to go to the Howard Stern show.
Writers on a show like that work about 100 hours a week.
Oh, yeah. And I figured out what Jay's going to pal around with John. John's going to be his best friend.
Yeah.
Just like, he was your friend.
Yeah, that's what you can do.
John
And then we can talk about our evenings out.
Yeah, John can take a huge bite out of that $16 million a year that's not being used.
Right.
When people come over, Jay, I want to ask... Oh, is your office? Yeah, sit on that crate there, will you, Larry? What do you want to ask me? About a raise. Never mind. Okay.
Oh, that's wonderful. His office is Spartan.
So the joke is that's how he gets out of giving guys raises?
Yeah. But he gives my guys plenty of big raises. He's worried about my staff more than he worries about his.
All went to John. They should be very happy.
He's very worried about my staff, not his. He told me on the phone, you're not paying him that much. I go, oh, okay. I didn't know you were that worried about the staff. Maybe you could go through the whole payroll and see if you can help them out.
Yeah, well, let me give you a list of all the people who are underpaid.
Well, John, the pie... This is something that always fascinates me about people. The pie is this big. You can't eat the whole pie. If you eat as much as you could possibly eat, you'll still have this much pie.
So stop eating my pie.
You might as well give the pie out before you slice it, because you know how much you need already.
What a great guy.
That's a great metaphor.
What?
You don't understand what he's saying?
The pie is a metaphor for money.
No, I'm talking about pie. I give my people pie.
Before I cut it, I give it away.
For the record, you can't eat the whole pie.
He can't even.
I don't know what he's talking about.
He can't even answer a question directly.
I would like to ask you a couple of questions about that office. There is a gaping hole in the wall behind you.
I slam my bitch's head when I'm doing my rough stuff, like I did with Sandra Bernhardt. That's when Mavis comes in and tells me she's saving the people of Afghanistan. I slack her head into the wall.
That's where I bang my head into the wall.
Actually, it's a glory hole. I'm going to put John on his knees on the other side and let him service me.
Your chair. Well, that's when my chair leans back, and after 11 years of leaning back, it wore a hole through the wall. Have you ever considered repairing it? No. It would lose its...
No. I just lift material, and then you praise me for it. That's all. The king.
It's patina.
I'm the Mother Teresa of comedy. I mean, I have a big hole in my wall, and that proves that I'm every man. I'm a man of the people, because I got a hole in the wall. Oh, he's so worried.
I'm sure the students are learning a lot from this.
Yeah, they're learning to have a hole in their wall when they hosted the Tonight Show. Boy, that James Lipton's an ass kisser.
That's what I love, because he can rev it up for anybody.
Yep. That guy's the worst. You never touch my Tonight Show money. Never.
How often do you leave the Tonight Show set and go to Burbank Airport and take off for stand-ups? I do about 150 dates a year, I guess.
Oh, God. You're amazing. You're the most amazing man I've ever heard. 150 dates a year.
God.
How do you do it? Well, I don't have to write any material. I do it. I was on a morning radio show, and I lift about 50% of the stuff. And plus, I hate Mavis. Take a look at her.
Good money. That's why, that's why... You don't
There's a guy who loves his wife. Can't wait to get on a plane and get the hell out of there.
150 dates a year.
Well, because he's a completely miserable man. Vapid.
150 dates. That's the whole weekend.
I told him, I say, if you stay here, listen to Howard's show, lift what you need, and then I'll go out and do 150 dates.
Just do it for the money, do you? No, I do it because I'm a comedian, and I want to live on what I make as a comedian. And people seem to sing this as silly, but I've never touched a dime of my Tonight Show salary.
What is that about? What is he, retarded?
So you're mentally ill.
So you're mentally... How long were you in the mental institution?
Why are you insisting on doing the Tonight Show since you don't want to make a living from it?
But not only that, but what does that prove?
But
he seems to think that's going to impress us.
It means something.
He goes, I live on my money as a comedian.
I'm a comedian, so I don't touch the money from the Tonight Show. Then give the job to somebody who wants the money.
I never have. That goes in the bank, wherever they put it. I don't know where it goes. And I live on the money I make as a comedian, because I'm a comedian first, and that's what I do.
Wow.
And if I don't want to be a personality, I don't want to be a TV host. I want to be a comedian who...
You don't want to be a TV host, but you're a TV host.
Yeah.
If he won the lottery, would he not touch that money as well?
And didn't he say he didn't want to be in the movies, but he did a bad movie?
I think he did a couple.
As a TV show. I have a trade. I have something, if the world falls apart, I can make a living in it.
Oh.
Yeah, like that Tonight Show money isn't just sitting there.
He is insane.
I can still make a living.
Howard, so according to my calculations, if he hasn't touched the money, he's got $176 million before the interest he made.
Right.
Hey, 11 years of $16 million.
Jay, you're on the air.
Hey, is Stuttering John really making that much money when he goes over there?
I don't know what he's making, but I know he's getting it. In other words, he's getting more than what a guy typically gets to be the announcer on the Tonight Show. So you would have to surmise.
Right?
Yeah, well, you'd have to surmise why.
Can I tell you the latest rumor?
What?
This came way around the pipe, but I heard that they helped him buy his house.
Yeah. Because they don't know what to do for him to get him off their show.
Are you outraged by this?
I'm outraged by not by John. John's my friend, and I like John, and I'm happy for him.
Who wouldn't accept this?
But I mean, who wouldn't accept it? He'd be crazy not to. But you understand what's going on, don't you? I mean, it's pretty blatant.
That's ridiculous.
Like, let's lift a piece of house. I mean, like, why didn't they do that for anybody else? There's a million guys who want to be the announcer on the Tonight Show.
There's an executive that I talked to who works at one of the major networks, and he said to me, he goes, it's astounding because there's a line of, seasoned announcers waiting there, and then he said that he felt that when we played John's audition on the air, that sort of brought it home for him.
Yeah.
But John should take that money. He should take twice that
Sure,
money.
should take it.
Absolutely, everything you can get.
It's Jay I have a problem with. He's intellectually dishonest and creatively bankrupt, and he's on the shows talking about what a great comedian he is and how proud we should all be of him because he has a hole in the wall. But meanwhile, he's not too... But why doesn't he admit what he's up to? He's only lifted like 10 major friggin' bits from the show, and now is like, why not
he's lifted a whole person.
Why not put Baba Booey on the show, and Robin and Fred and Artie, too? I mean, make it the whole Howard Stern show. It's odd. I mean, there is no guy on the planet. There's tons of comics who want that job. I mean, there's tons of brilliant young comics who want that job. There are tons of brilliant announcers who want that job. But he had to have this and buy the house. I mean, it's almost like a big FU to me. It's odd.
It's a big expensive FU.
It sure is.
Well, he's not
I
giving you that Tonight Show money.
I mean, John, I'm glad you're
just
getting the
telling you,
money.
I don't know where Gary gets his info from, but nobody bought me a house.
The same place you get your info from about how I'm running around chasing my kids.
Hey, well,
Somebody told me.
All right, well, nobody bought me a house.
All right.
I'm just telling
Did they help you financially with your house at all?
No.
Did they help you move? They pay for you to move?
That's different, Gary. That's not buying somebody's house.
I'm just asking.
It's a totally different thing.
I know. I agree with you, and now I'm asking another question.
And by the breath is unbearable today. How you got to smell?
You have no agenda. John has no agenda. Exact parting shot. Deflection.
Did you get to see the hole?
Deflection millionaire.
Did you get to see the hole in? Did you get to see the hole in Jay's office?
Yeah, I actually did.
You did?
Give you a tour of the hole?
Jay, can I sit on the? Can I sit on the crate of power?
Can I sit on the hole?
The crate. The milk crate, Jay. I want to sit on the milk crate.
I told John I'm happy for him. I am, and I really mean that.
And, he's falling into clover.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Do you get offended when people say you're lucky as opposed to you got it on your talent? Does that offend you?
I don't.
He doesn't care.
I don't care what you say.
I didn't say it.
He's got a great job. What's the difference? He goes in at 3 o'clock. He gets done at 5. He gets it's somewhere between $250,000 and $500,000.
And the truth is, John doesn't have to go in at 3. He's going to go in at 3 because he wants to work a little bit.
No. See, again, this guy is like, this is why I don't go through Gary. He's the worst.
No, you told me that.
No.
You don't have to go in at 3.
I have to go in at 3.
Right, but you don't have.
But I'm going in earlier because I want to.
Right.
That's the difference.
Well, who's going to be there earlier?
Jay gets in at 8:30.
Jay's going to probably lunch.
Jay gets in at 8:30 in the morning.
8:30 every morning.
Oh, then John will be there at 8:30.
Yeah. That'll last for a while.
Hey, John, what are you doing here?
Hey, my best friend.
Yeah, John, I'm getting a little tired of you. Stay home.
Get some ice cream. John, you got that 20 from yesterday?
It's odd. It's the oddest story ever. He had to have it. Well, that head writer's got a huge hard-on for me. Lifts everything.
Yeah.
As far back as 11 years ago. Loved the John bits going out on the red carpet. Loved us asking the homeless game and the whole thing. Unbelievable. And you're the one who gets the money.
What are you over there for?
I wish I was getting some of that money.
You're getting his money.
Yeah, you're getting my money.
He's been writing for Jay. You're now getting paid.
That's what always happens. Ask Jay if I can have a writing credit.
What is your favorite word? Favorite word? Probably the most fun is the way my dad used to answer the phone on stage saying, hello, we go, yellow! So whenever I see people or kids where they go, yellow! I'm kind of doing my dad. So yellow, which really yellow. What is your least favorite word? Crap. It's a terrible word. It never works on stage. If you're going to say that, say the 4-letter word. It's a harsh word. There's something not funny about it. It doesn't. When people say this is a load of crap, it doesn't work. They come up with something more clever. I don't like it.
Come up with something more clever. That's interesting. How about you spending some time coming up with some clever things like your own people?
A lot of crap.
Yeah, I don't like crap.
Crap's not funny.
Yeah, I try to be more original. When have you ever been original? I mean, it's absolutely ludicrous.
Nice suggestion. Why don't you take it?
Yeah. Try to be a little more original.
Yellow!
I said to him on the phone, I go, hey, Jay, couldn't you, sort of develop some of your own people? Well, what?
You've been working with people out there.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be somebody who, I don't understand. You weren't paying him.
Nobody in Los Angeles could do anything.
Pompous ass. You weren't paying him.
How does he know what you're paying him?
Well, because John tells him. But the thing is that, John did okay for himself. He has his own. He has 2 homes, one in Long Island, one in the city. Yeah, excuse me, 3. Yeah,
now
3.
he's got 3. He's holding on to 3 right
Yeah, before he received a dime from the Tonight Show. But not only that, isn't that a pompous statement? Like, hey, you don't pay him enough.
Yes.
I like how he's worried about what I pay people.
Well, it's like he's telling you how to run your business in a way.
Yeah. He knows better. Because he's Jay. So that makes it okay. He can take whatever he wants because he pays better.
I have a hole in my wall. I know.
Yeah, I don't know if you have a hole.
You don't appreciate him. I do.
You should have a hole in your office.
Buy him some ice cream and use it.
Yeah, I went on a date with the guy, for Christ's sake.
I showed him my Stanley Steam.
The other day, we went to go see Kill Bill, and we had some ice cream. I showed him my car.
What do you think of Uma?
There's a word. What turns you on? Eating and driving at the same time. I did it moving and eating.
Well, that's obvious.
Oh, Now, that's something I agree with.
You can't fault him for that.
Finally said something.
Guess the wife didn't come to mind, huh?
Never.
Never.
I saw this interview. It's like he only brought up once, and it was because of, when she's up for a Nobel Prize. Other than that, I don't think he could be bothered.
Let me see, Mavis or a cheesesteak at a red light?
Eating at the same time. When I was a kid, that was such a thrill. Like, go to McDonald's, move, and eat while the car is moving. That was a great turn on when I was a child. So doing two things at the same time. Right. Sometimes
You're stealing and paying out money at the same time. Lifting ideas. Lifting ideas and hosting this. Lifting ideas and doing corporate gigs.
Stealing and lying.
I like to do them both at the same time.
Letterman was beating me.
First I steal and then
This is how
I
I did
it
it.
was
I steal a
Steve
bit
Allen.
and then I go, it's Steve Allen. So I lie and I steal at the same time.
Sometimes when I'm on stage for my concentration, I will try to add up a column of figures with my head as I'm doing.
Look how great he is.
To try and do two things at the same time.
While he's doing his comedy show, he adds up a bunch of figures in
And
his
you
head.
wonder why it's bad.
Yeah. You wonder why he's a sellout. You wonder why he stopped being funny in 1980.
He's adding up a column of figures in it.
I'm going to add up a bunch of figures in my head while I'm on stage.
Yeah, my jokes don't see the blind.
When I'm talking about the airport, I'm really thinking of the square root of 64.
That's not an actor trick.
No, it's not, and it's very impressive. It will be. It will be taught in our school this fall. What turns you off?
What he's really saying, I'm so brilliant at this, I can literally think about math questions.
I don't even have to think about what I'm doing anymore.
Well, you know what turns me off? You can't get a job unless you're in the union. And you can't get in the union unless you have a job. You know, that's really annoying to me. I hear that all the time.
I think there's something a little more annoying.
You know what? The reason this is boring is because he's not telling the truth.
Right. He's a liar.
Not one thing about this that is
Remember
true.
the book he wrote and no one bought it?
Yeah.
Because he didn't tell the truth? He's a liar. He's a lying liar.
Not one real thing happening here.
What really pisses you off? Hey, you can't get in the union, but if you want, get in the union.
That pisses me off.
Yeah, that makes me mad.
And it's his least youngest job. He's gonna watch how it's done.
You know what really, if he was being honest, he'd be like, I have more viewers than Dave, and yet everyone says Dave's better.
Right.
That's what pisses me off.
Aggravated.
Baby.
I think that's a load of crap.
It's not fair. How come they say he's better and edgier?
I do 150 goddamn dates a year. Did you hear that?
I'm better. I'm the one.
Got a GD hole in my office, James.
All right, look, Mr. Skin's got to get back to his website.
Right, we're holding him up.
No, this is great. I'm enjoying this.
While we're talking, there's nude pictures to be seen.
Yeah.
All right, I got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words with the news. What are you doing this weekend, Artie?
I got a gig in Buffalo. I'm actually part of a legendary night this weekend.
What's that mean?
Saturday night at the Riviera Theater in Buffalo, I'm going to be part of Stuttering John's last rated-R stand-up comedy show.
Oh,
He's got to retire that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Me, John, and DePaula. We're
there you go.
We're gonna bury John's rated-R act.
Oh, the whole act is about us anyway, isn't it? There's 5 minutes on you, 5 minutes on Casey, 5 minutes on... Isn't it?
Now, John's stand-up is good, but he does do a lot of stuff about the show,
Right.
which I'm sure...
So he'd have to retire that anyway.
Yeah, all that's got to go.
It's a shame. It's a shame that's going to be lost. Maybe someone could buy the act.
Do a total of about 3 minutes of just a couple of the guys on the show. That's ridiculous. A lot of stuff.
All right.
It's 3 minutes total.
Well, it's some of it. It's not. I mean, you're right. John's got a good act, but it is some about the show.
Well, of course you got to talk about
Why are you so defensive when somebody says you do stuff about the show? Why is that upsetting to you?
because you said that the whole act was.
You do a lot of your act about the show? I didn't say the whole act.
It's only 3 minutes. I promise.
All right. Go back in the cubicle and finish out your week. What's the matter with you? Became a whole expert. Everything you're so defensive about. Calm down.
All right.
Nobody's goofing on you. He wanted me to be mad at him because he was leaving.
No, I didn't.
You did. You were going around going berserk for the weekend thinking I was going to be mad at you.
No, I was hoping you wouldn't be.
What? Go over there. I want to get the show done.
You knew
You knew
what you were doing.
what you were doing.
Because it improves your ratings. It improves your market share. And it lines your pockets.
This is a whack job.
Go knock a hole in your cubicle.
Yeah, I want a hole in my office.
I got a hole in my cubicle.
Yeah,
I don't spend my salary either. I borrow all my cash from Artie.
What are you doing, Buffalo? I did 10 nights there a year.
Well, wait a minute. John is going to have to live on his Tonight Show salary.
John got the big job and all the big money, so Artie goes out to lunch with him the other day.
Well, a few of us did.
John goes, I'll pay, you know. So the
They
restaurant...
browbeat him into paying. There was a whole discussion in the halls about where, and he was like, no, you guys should take me out.
This is classic John.
Then the restaurant, he lucked out again and goes, we heard about your good fortune, you don't have to pay.
Congratulations, we love you. We're gonna.
So everyone's leaving, and Artie says, hey, what about a tip? Right. John goes, I don't have any cash. So Artie goes, well, how are you going to pay for lunch then?
He said a credit card.
Credit card. So these guys had to leave the tip. And
John ended up being the only guy at the table who didn't spend any money.
Then John says to Artie, let's go split a cab.
Let's share a cab.
Artie goes, how can we share a cab? You don't have any money. Oh, no, don't worry about it. He goes, so he didn't share a cab with him, and then John hailed the cab and got in the cab by himself.
And left.
So he must have had money, because how did he pay for the cab?
Yeah, Artie feels that he had the cash, he just wouldn't get off it.
Well, I'm puzzled by it. I'd like an answer. I think we all are owed an explanation.
I only had $10. I only had enough for the cab. $10.
Yeah, but...
So I knew I could...
But you did have money for the tip.
No, I didn't.
You had $10.
But then I wouldn't be able to take a cab.
You couldn't put anything toward the tip.
John borrowed $20 from Jason yesterday.
Oh.
I needed money for a taxi.
But you got money.
Well,
what are you doing?
No. I had to go to the.
You just bought a house with 7 bathrooms and you don't have $20. You have to borrow from Jason.
I'm going to pay it back.
Where is your money? Why don't you carry money?
I didn't have time to go to the ATM. Howard.
John, this is like the 8th time I bought the ice cream, and you constantly say you're going to do that. But
I was getting a ride back from my gig in Tempe this weekend. It was me and this comedian Greg Giraldo. So I go to Greg Giraldo. I go, yo man, let me borrow $20. So he gave me 20. I tipped the driver with his $20 because I don't ever have cash on me.
So you're the hero that tips the guy the $20.
That's somebody else's money.
Greg did the tip.
All right. Fascinating.
He keeps getting away with it.
He's a peacekeeper.
Peacekeeper.
He's a family man.
He was the peacemaker.
I'm promoting your fight.
And I'm ecstatic.
You're supposed to say thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I should have done something. You brought her in
You know
here.
who should have done something was Sal. Sal didn't go in there and do anything.
Sal, we went into Sal and we said, hey, Sal, do you want to go in and give Tan Mom a good luck kiss? And he goes, no. And I go, why not? And he goes, I've moved on.
Oh my God.
Sal, get in here. What do you mean you moved on? You're not into Tan Mom?
You've lost your love for Tan Mom? He can't come in here.
Wow. He's moved on. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Oh, you're so done.
You're breaking up with Tan Mom?
I am.
Wow, what happened?
I like MILF Mom.
Oh. Wow.
She's hotter.
You're going for MILF Mom?
Absolutely.
And you're betting money on MILF Mom?
You better believe it.
Wow, you're dumping Tan Mom?
I'm dumping her like the garbage she is.
Oh.
How much money did they pay you to say that? To make more
Now, I will say,
this thing to be paid more money. Sal, I'm never going to talk to you again.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt.
Yeah.
Hey, Tan Mom, what is with Sal all of a sudden? Do you think they paid him?
Look at him. Yes, he loves me. Shut up. You're paid off to come out here.
Get out of here, Sal. You get out.
You know you were in love with her. You can't deny that.
Yeah, you know you were in love with her.
Not anymore.
Get out.
I love MILF Mom.
Yeah. How much money?
And she's going to beat the shit out of you.
How much money did she pay you? You're laughing.
She didn't pay me shit.
I can see your eyes.
Sal, get out of here.
She's going to punch the tan right off that awful skin of yours.
Get out of here. You know you're in love with her. They must have paid him. I know he's in love with you.
Right.
He made out with you.
I don't understand that at all.
Tan Mom, he made out with you.
More bullshit to make media. It's Howard Stern, and everyone gets paid off.
Right, one way or another.
Right.
How much are you making for the fight? Are you getting paid a decent amount of money?
Yes.
You are. Do you reveal how much you're getting?
You know, Howard, the deal.
I don't, actually. How much are you getting?
You don't talk about money.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Well, good luck in the fight. Thank you so much, Tan Mom. Ladies and gentlemen, watch her fight wherever the hell it is.
Harrah's. Philadelphia.
Like Harrah's Hotel?
I guess we're talking about Harrah's,
wow,
yeah.
That's kind of a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Harrah's? All right. Saturday night, 8 o'clock at Harrah's Philadelphia in Chester, Pennsylvania, presented by mbeautyclinic.com. And the tickets are only available at the door. Or watch it live on pay-per-view. Pay-per-view?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pay-per-view.
At rfvideonow.com.
I'm not just...
I'm going to watch it.
I'm the main event. I'm at the end. I have to... When I go on, I just whack her. She'll be done in a second. And then I've got 13 other people to kill after that.
Oh.
All right. Well, good luck, Tan Mom. God bless.
We will be watching.
All right, thank you.
Howard.
Yeah, thank you. I can't end this segment. Thank
Howard.
you. Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
You have to make Sal say sorry.
Oh, dear.
Oh, you worried about him? He's a married man. He can't be with
I
you.
know that. That's why I always tweet out. I'm like, I'm not going to hit Beth. That's his friend.
He's going to apologize. You should apologize. You know you love her.
Sal.
Apologize right now. And I mean it, Sal.
I was only teasing you.
Thank you.
Tell her you love her.
I do love you. I think you're phenomenal and wonderful. And for good luck, I'm going to show her my penis.
Oh, right. No,
Sal. She doesn't want to see it.
Security.
I don't want to see it.
Take a look at my cock, you old tan hag. Come on, let's go.
Sal, get out of here now.
Put those dentures around my balls. Let's go.
Stop it.
Sal went down.
Who's drinking, huh? Who's drinking?
Oh, you all right, Sal?
Yeah, I'm okay.
What happened? What did you do?
All right.
Something.
Tripping out.
I tripped over her floppy tits.
All right, there's a fight going on between Tan Mom and Sal right now.
What's she trying to do? I think she's trying to kiss him.
Oh, shit. Help me. Holy shit. Take it easy. I'm being raped. Holy shit. I'll be right by a cadaver. She's licking me.
All right, Sal, get back. Tan Mom, calm down. Calm down. He's in pain. He's in pain.
Just another day.
All right, thank you. And we'll be back right after these words. Oh, my God.
I'm better than the Octomom.
Hey, mama, gonna knock you out.
I'm sexier than the Tan Mom.
Hey, mama said knock you out.
I'm better than the Octomom.
Hey, mama, gonna knock you out.
I'm sexier than the Tan Mom.
Oh, man. Gary and I were just got into a heavy discussion about, he thinks MILF Mom is going to win that fight. And I said, you know what? I don't think so. He goes, MILF Mom's fit. We actually got into, he goes, are you telling me you might possibly consider paying for the pay-per-view? I said, yeah, I think I'm gonna.
You got to, right?
Yeah, I think I want to see it.
There's a real question as to the outcome here.
I think this is one of those fights that's going to live up to the hype. That I mean, like, first of all, my feeling is Tan Mom's going to get in there and go retard strength on her and just go completely fucking berserk.
Yeah, she'll be like a windmill
Right.
in there with both arms going.
But she has no form of any kind, and I think
form might hurt you in this fight.
I think that MILF Mom, she threw a punch. She appears to be able to throw a punch, and I think she hits her once in the face, and it's done.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if Tan Mom goes berserk, like she could end up knocking down MILF Mom with her body.
I got to tell you, my guess is that Tan Mom will go berserk and knock herself out. Like she'll try to kick her.
She'll knock herself out.
No, she'll try to kick her and fall down.
Right. Right. I don't know.
That's why we have to see.
We've seen in the past that she does have issues with balance.
And it was so amazing. Like, the one person who went down today was Sal. Like, he
really took Sal down.
No, he tripped on the headphones.
Yeah.
But then when she grabbed him,
She took him
had
down.
him. He couldn't get away from her.
No. What do you think's going on with Sal? Like, that was funny that Sal dumped Tan Mom, but do you think his wife got on him or something went on?
There's something going on because I went in and I said, why don't you go with Tan Mom? And he gave me the hand like, no. And I go, why not? He goes, I moved on. And that wasn't him joking.
So the wife.
When does he ever move on?
So
Right.
I got it. Sal's
Somebody got
wife
to him.
said something to him because he was making out with Tan
But
Mom.
in the history of the show, and it's the history of Sal's life, the one thing that his wife is jealous of is Tan Mom.
Yeah. She probably just doesn't like him carrying on with her.
Right.
She's probably hearing from others.
Because what's more insulting to a woman that your husband is so love-starved that he wants Tan Mom? You want to ask Sal, or do you think he won't tell us the truth?
I do.
I want to ask, see if we can get the truth out of him.
He's not hard to break down. Let me at him for a few minutes.
You'll get it.
I'll get the story. Oh, and then I want to get to some things here. Like the various Baba Booey mentions on TV. And I do want to get to your phone calls. And C is coming in, which I'll tell you a ho-ho story. All right, come clean with me. Something happened where you're not allowed to be horny for Tan Mom. Tell me the truth. What happened?
Things are going really good with me and my wife.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And I'm trying to be respectful to her.
Right. So you came in and you insulted Tan Mom, but meanwhile you are attracted to Tan Mom.
When she grabbed me and was humping me,
yeah,
I got a little...
You got hard.
Yeah, I got a little tingle in the pouch. I won't lie. But I'm only human.
Right. But, so, I mean, because I felt bad for Tan Mom, because I know you're really attracted to her. But then I said, something's going on. And here it is, Robin. It doesn't take long to break Sal down.
Right. It wasn't a second.
It's so sad that your wife's jealous of Tan Mom.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Out of all the things she breaks my balls over, the one time I'm having fun with a decent piece of ass, she's got to break my balls over it. I mean, come on.
You know what it is for your wife? It's like, it's the biggest insult when your husband wants Tan Mom, because it's like, well, my husband's so love-starved that he even wants Tan Mom.
Yeah.
It kind of points up all your problems. So maybe that was it.
It's humiliating. I'm married to her. She's the mother of my children, and I shouldn't be toying around with Tan Mom on the air. You know, last time she grabbed my penis.
Yeah, but aren't you... So did your wife know that Tan Mom grabbed your penis?
Well, what made it... Yes. And what made
it's a good sign that she got jealous.
Yes, it's a very good sign.
Yeah.
And I respect that, and I also respect her, and that's why I want to refrain from doing stuff like that.
Did your wife know Tan Mom was coming in today?
No.
Oh, all right.
You kept it under wraps.
But all the Twitter shitheads out there, they'll let her know in a heartbeat.
Right. They'll ruin the whole thing.
Yeah, those fucking yeasty vaginas out there on Twitter.
Yeah.
So they'll take care of it.
Because you used to love when Tan Mom would come in and you could take your penis and,
yeah.
And you like making out with her, too.
I never made out with
You
her.
didn't?
No,
I thought you had.
No.
But I saw that.
Did he ever feel her up?
She sat on my lap, and, that was it. It was show business. That's all.
So you should have told Tan Mom your wife got jealous. I mean, Tan Mom would have been so complimented.
Yeah, Tan Mom hasn't done anything wrong.
Right.
She likes you.
I know. But I figured if I'm going to take an angle on the air and get her worked up, I told her that I like MILF Mom. And when I walked out in the hallway, I felt horrible.
Well, you should.
Yeah. I felt like I betrayed my lover.
Right.
I really I really did. And I made her aware of it. And, she grappled me and humped me a little bit like a dog, a tan dog.
A tan dog.
But
all right,
I'm trying to be a good man to my wife.
That's what I thought was going on.
All right, Howard.
Yeah, I mean, what a sorry state of affairs your marriage is.
Yeah.
And I think that's what your wife's embarrassed about.
When you have to sacrifice Tan Mom, you got it bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can understand sacrificing Julia Barber.
But the reason I think you're so in love with Tan Mom is because you are sex-starved.
Mm-hmm.
Has your wife done anything to improve that situation?
Sex life has been a lot better.
Really?
Yes.
You're making love regularly?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been great.
Then you better dump Tan Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to come in your pouch still?
No, I don't.
What?
Where are you coming?
Where are you coming?
That's personal. Again, out of respect to my wife.
All right.
Her belly and tits, but that's personal.
I was going to say inside.
How regularly are you having sex?
I would say once every 2 weeks, and
wow,
and I'm
that's huge for you.
Yeah, and I'm and it's been she's initiated, so things are great. Things are great at home, So
all right, you were smart to sacrifice Tan Mom.
Not really, but no. But
do you ever pretend that your wife is Tan Mom, like in your mind when you're having sex with her?
Fantasize about Tan Mom while you're having sex with your wife?
Let me go through the Rolodex here. No.
You're focused on...
No, I focus on my wife, strictly on my wife. So things are good, and, I do love Tan Mom. I'm sorry that I can't be her, her lover, but my wife is much more important.
All right. Thank you,
Howard.
Thank you so Wow. A mature Sal Governale coming
What
in.
happened?
What happened? His wife read him the riot act. That's what happened. He came in here like a beaten man. Nothing worse than when your wife is mad at you. You don't want that.
No.
It's like when mom's mad at you. I don't get in that situation.
Is it bad when mom's mad at you?
Oh, my God. My mother used to freeze me the fuck out. I still have nightmares about it. She wouldn't talk to me for days.
Wow, that sounds like a picnic to me.
Yeah.
But
Right. You were like, please don't talk to me.
Living in New York City, this is the Howard Stern Show.
Hey, this is Heidi. I have a really fabulous idea. It's mine and my boyfriend's anniversary, and when he picks up the pizza, I want there to be a note inside the pizza box.
Okay.
So I was wondering if you could write down the note for me.
Okay, what, you want me to come up with something original?
No, I have exactly what I want.
Okay, let me get a piece of paper.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, huh?
Last night was fabulous.
Last night was fabulous.
I've only seen that in the movies.
I've only seen that in the movies.
And when you grabbed my throat...
Say that again now?
And when you grabbed my throat...
And when you grabbed my throat...
Until I got dizzy...
Until I got dizzy...
Thank you, Sean. Okay, ready? Between that and the DNA in my hair...
Between that...
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And the DNA in my hair...
And the DNA in my hair...
I got plenty of leftovers to remember you by.
I got plenty of leftovers to remember you by.
Oh, you sound hot. Will you read it back to me?
Last night was fabulous. I've only seen that in the movies. And when you grabbed my throat until I got dizzy, between that and the DNA in my hair, I've got plenty of leftovers to remember.
Oh, thank you, Sean. Will you put Love Heidi on there?
Love Heidi. Are you coming to,
Yeah, no, I will be down there first to pay for it, and then he's going to come in and pick it up.
You make sure you ask for me.
Mm-hmm. Are you black?
Yes.
Ooh, I love black men.
Really?
Uh-huh. Do you have a big...
Yes, I do.
Okay, are you right now? Was that hot? Do you think that he'll like that?
Yeah, he'll love that. Is he black or white?
He's white.
Oh, okay.
And I'm white. I'm half white, half Spanish.
Oh, no wonder.
I'm a horny little slut. Will you call me a horny slut?
You little horny slut. I can't wait to see you, though.
Oh, I do look good. I got big 34D boobs.
So why don't you come on down here, then?
Well, I will be coming down there in like 45 minutes. And I'm definitely asking for
Alright.
And you have a big right?
Mm-hmm.
Will you just call me a white horny bitch then?
Okay, you white horny bitch.
Oh, that's so hot. Is your purple?
Yeah.
Legitimate question.
Yeah, that's right.
Where'd that come from?
Hey, Bobo, you're on the air.
Hey now, Howard. How you doing there, Bobo?
What's happening, Bobo?
Over the top, my man. Over the top. Heidi Cortez, tissue time.
You heard it.
I literally threw my wave machine out the window.
Yeah, and
My brother goes, what are you doing? I go, I got to hear this.
Am I breaking some rule here? I mean, he calls in and, I don't know, I mean...
No.
That's all
Tom
anyone's
was talking about...
The planning who would be on it.
Right.
Okay. All right, I get the distinction. Oh, it's so silly, the whole thing. Who cares who's going to be on it? You know what I mean?
Howard.
Put Bobo on it.
Yeah, put me on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think Bobo would work.
I got that thing, I think, Thursday.
Would you, would you, I'm not sure if you're back on Thursday.
No, I don't want to use Bobo.
Would you take care of, well, I don't even know. Would Bobo do the right thing if he was on?
I don't know if Bobo would know what to do. I'd rather hear JD.
What about...
I think, by the way, I'm going to just fire Richard and let him start working over there anyway, because I really don't... Well, it's ridiculous because, first of all, Richard is a freelancer. He doesn't get any benefits. They don't do anything right by him. They just, you know, they hired him, and that's cool, and I'm grateful for that and all that. But there's no reason for him to stay here. We only have 19 shows left, and most of it's going to be devoted to what has gone on in the past.
Right.
And in all fairness, the guy...
Why make new bits?
He's not an employee of the station at all. He's a freelancer.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just time for him to go over there so I could just listen to him with Heidi.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, Howard.
Something to think about.
Richard, I might be firing you today.
You could do without him here. Sal will be broken up.
Howard.
I'll fire Sal. Sal's ready to go.
Richard was outside saying, "Please don't fire me and triple my salary."
I mean, I'm trying to let the guy make a living. Yeah.
Anything to win today?
All right. What, do we got to play a game with you, Bobo? Don't you get?
Yeah, I haven't won in like a couple years.
Here's the game.
Couple of years, really?
Yeah, serious.
All right, you've won $500.
I never really asked
You've won $500. Just shut up. You've won $500 cold hard cash, courtesy of the new comedy Iced Harvest.
Oh man, thanks, man. You're the best.
Starring John Cusack and Billy Bob Thornton. Critics are calling it this year's Bad Santa. The Ice Harvest in theaters everywhere Wednesday, November 23rd. There's your.
Love you, man. Thanks.
Hey, Howard, do you want to?
You two guys mind if I fire you? You'll go over.
This is your last day.
Hey, Howard, can I ask you something? If I get fired, can I go over there to the Heidi thing? I mean, I'll be...
Yeah.
Because I have an idea. Can we get a tub in there?
Yeah.
All right. This is something I want to do in a tub. I'm sure there is.
I don't know about Sal, no matter...
Do you guys mind missing the last couple of days here?
We do, though.
You do?
But we just won't get paid.
Wait, hold on. I got an idea.
Can we come back for, like, the last show?
Can they come back as guests?
Come back as a guest for the last visit.
For the last show.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's just time for you to leave.
I think Sal's saying he'd missed the whole 19 shows.
I just want to be by Howard.
I know. He doesn't want to leave.
It might be. Let me think it through. I don't want to do anything rash.
And let me just check and make sure they're ready to hire them.
You know, Howard, speaking of Tom, for Halloween, we found out that Tom had a big sponsor. He makes about 6 figures a month off a sponsor. He offered me and Richard $250 to do an appearance for them. $250. We said, no, can you make it $500? He wouldn't even reply to us.
Why do you think Tom is loved?
How do you think Tom got all that money?
That's true, Howard.
Hey, is it?
I thought I was a scumbag.
$250.
Well, I did end up doing the.
I gave my $200. Yeah, I gave my $250 to Richard. I said,
that was nice.
Yeah.
But let me hear what's going on. Tom, let me hear this story. This is legend. You know these stories are going to be legendary. This is your legacy. What happened?
I was told that they wanted like $1,000 each to show up someplace. I said no. 500 each.
Are you crazy?
A whopping G.
500 each is more than fair for what they had gotten in the past. So I agreed to 500 each.
So they said no.
I think their feeling was that because they were talking about
it wasn't $250.
No, I got you.
I'm responding to the facts just laid out by Sal, which he said was $250, and I'm saying that's not true. I said 500. Sal, I'm going to look at you.
You don't have to look at me.
I'm not.
You don't have to.
Sal, what are you saying? What are you?
All right, you're right. I'll take it easy.
Was it 500?
It was 500 for both of us.
No, it was 500 apiece.
No.
No. It was
I'll talk to Sal.
Apiece.
Bring Sal, the salesperson, in here.
Then he miscommunicated.
And you know what, Tom?
Apiece.
And then, Tom, I went to 1,000, and you said
I said no.
you wouldn't even reply to me.
I said no. The reply was no.
You make 6 figures a month off the sponsor.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
And it's none of your business, and no, we don't.
And it is my business because this is my business. This is my livelihood. But for you to offer me $500 with 3 kids and a guy who breaks his ass every day till 6 p.m. every night, that's disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am. I feel really horrible. I lose.
You want me to fire these two guys?
I lose sleep over Sal.
Tom hates Sal. He really does.
I don't hate Sal.
You want me to fire
You
Sal?
actually should.
No.
He's not talking to me.
I have nothing.
You know
to
what
say
I'm thinking? I might do just to make it easier.
No, I think that's wrong. I think we
got 19 shows left, and I don't really need them for the 19 because
they make it as bizarre as this is for me to say. I recognize that they both make a contribution to the show.
Yeah, you give us a frozen turkey for Thanksgiving. What a contribution, you cheap bastard.
You know what? You know what? Just Sal, now you
sure you don't want me to fire him?
Sal, you won't get one.
He gives frozen turkeys out. Not even soft, they're frozen. That's his generous gesture.
There goes your turkey this year.
The Scrooge of K-Rock.
Sal, you could screw up a wet dream, you know?
Oh, please.
That's what I want.
Sal, you know what? I forgot to bring my ironing in today for you. I'll make sure I have it here tomorrow. I'll give you 50 cents a shirt.
I'll iron the cancer out of your face again.
You know what? Fortunately, my cancer's gone, Sal.
No, you're cancer in this whole building. Everybody's got cancer when they're around you.
Tom, your cancer's standing right over there.
It's like walking into a vial of AIDS when I'm next to you.
What it's really frightening is I'm the guy who recommended you bring him in.
That's true.
That's true.
And I stood in front of that desk and said, you know what? I think if given what's going on, I think Sal's the next best choice.
Wait, Dead Air Dave.
And he's very
Dead Air Dave just dumped something. Let me fix that. What an ass.
And you're so bright, you understand the rules so well, Sal.
Let me...
Failed stockbroker.
I will fire these two guys. I'll get them out of your hair.
No, the blood is getting very bad.
Now, do we have to do something crazy? Like, do I need to start pleasuring myself now? Or?
No.
What are you talking about? You don't
You're a
need to do
freelancer.
anything.
I'm done with you, and just go over to the other place.
If I call Tom a dickhead, would I get fired?
No, I don't want you doing that.
I don't want.
I don't want to be fired.
Sal, you know what? He may not have the option. I'd be happy to do it if he keeps pushing it. Because I swear to God, I'll stop paying.
Do it. Fire him.
Well, wait a minute. Let's make sure that
Go
everything's
ahead.
okay.
I'll let you do it. I don't want to.
Wait.
Yeah, make sure that everything's in order.
Our worst case scenario is that Sal gets fired and we can't get him fired.
Oh, no.
Then I'm stuck with a guy with 3 kids.
That's the worst case for me.
They may not be ready to hire him over there. And
they're ready.
And they may not, they probably have things set up to start when you start.
Right. Well,
and that's when
they could probably use them over there, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah.
Well, just check a few things before everybody starts firing and getting fired.
I tell you what.
I'll know tomorrow.
Let me know tomorrow, and then you can fire him tomorrow. And
it'll be a big firing.
Do we get a going away party from Tom? Or?
No. Tom's going to be mad at you.
No, with Richard, I have no axe to grind with Richard.
I'll make it so you'll be angry.
Yeah, because he is nice enough to take your $250 payments, you cheap prick.
Oh.
No,
that's it.
No, because
I think
you know
stepped over that.
And by the way, I'm sure we dumped all
dickhead.
Sal, you're done. You're done.
Oh,
you got his last nickel from this company.
F you, you suck.
Goodbye.
Don't do things like that.
I'm only
kidding. I'm serious, Sal. You can leave now.
Oh, stop it.
No, goodbye.
You know what? You can't do that, dude.
Good. Yes, I can.
You know what? This is a forum where people speak freely, and you can't.
You know what?
You're worse than the FCC. What you're doing is you're taking away
Sal,
my livelihood.
Leave the room.
No.
Leave the room.
No.
You know, Sal, they were listening over at and now they don't want you either.
Howard, you know what the postscript is to this whole thing?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say who, but Sal just got a major thing done by a client that he's supposed to be talking about from here to the end of the show.
Right.
Well, I can tell you.
Something else Tom didn't do for him. So, something else. Somebody came to me and said, hey, you know what? I'd like to get my eyes done by Dr. Della Russo.
Right.
I said, fine, I have no issue with that. Let's do it. It's a nice thing they will offer him.
Did I dismiss you?
Yeah, but Tom, I didn't know. Yeah, I wanted.
Did I dismiss you?
Yes, you did.
All right, then you can leave.
Not even this.
What are you going to say?
I didn't know Tom had anything to do with the Della Russo thing. So
had everything.
And I was
you don't know what Tom is doing.
Della Russo did a great job. And
are your eyes done?
Yeah, they're done.
Oh, no kidding.
They're
done on Friday.
I had them done Friday, and
wouldn't happen except for
Tom okayed it.
Me.
Tom gave you sight.
But I'm such a bad guy.
Thanks, dickhead.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to go fire him. Fire him tomorrow. Well, let me find out.
He got as effective today. He got his last nickel from this place.
Yikes. Whoa.
Oh, be nice, Tom.
Well, be nice.
He's a dope. He doesn't know.
Give me one reason.
It's like firing Mo from the Three Stooges. I mean, he just doesn't know.
Jesus do?
What would Jesus do?
The retard.
What would Jesus do?
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
He's such an idiot.
Stop it.
He's our resident idiot. What do you expect?
I'm out of the office, dickhead.
Oh, stop it.
Go ahead.
Let's start with Tom came to Casey yesterday, had a proposition for him.
Right, Tom is our general manager, and we're putting together our Vegas trip. And here's the premise: Tom would sell his mother for if he could.
If he could get some money for her, if she went for a good price.
You know, and Tom doesn't even want the money for himself. He just wants the radio station to make more and more profit.
Right.
Listen, Tom is the most immoral human being I've ever met. I've decided.
In the guise of a moral man.
Yeah, all right. So he comes to Casey. He goes, Casey, I got a deal for you. Tell Robin the deal. All right. So Gary, you tell the deal. Casey's inarticulate.
Okay.
I won't understand the deal.
Right.
You know, extreme fighting. You know, where those guys fight practically in a cage and they fight barehanded, and you can do all sorts of stuff. Well, he wants Casey to come out to Vegas. Those people have some money to advertise. They want to train Casey for a day.
A day? For an hour. An hour. For an hour. Only take an hour.
And then Casey just has to spend 60 seconds in the ring with one of those guys.
Oh, my goodness.
It's the best guy, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Guy's
But any of those guys.
Who's the best guy? What's his name?
His name is Tito something. I don't know his last name. I've seen him fight before. The guy's nuts.
Animal, probably.
Yeah. First of all, I said to Casey, and Tom must know this. You train for an hour with extreme fighting. That's nothing.
Nothing.
Number two,
You might as well not do it.
60 seconds is about as long as any one match lasts. The guy lunges at you, punches
Takes you down.
punches you in the face bare-fisted, and then rips your hair out of your head and just pummels you.
But they know all like chokehold and stuff like that.
Who does?
Like these guys, they know all these holds.
Yeah.
It's the thing is you submit.
They all do Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. They
Shoot kick
fighting
you in
and
the
everything.
face with their feet.
Yeah,
sometimes they'll just grab your foot and torture your feet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My favorite move is where they sweep your legs, the back of your legs with their foot, and then they get you on the ground and then they scissor you while they're pummeling you in the eyes.
Right, you're between their legs, your head between their thighs.
So Casey gets to do all of that for 15 grand.
Wow, Tom's too generous.
Yeah, I want Tom to do it. I want Tom for a minute. Let him train for an hour, and let him go in the ring for a minute. And I'll give him 15
if it's such
grand.
a good deal, let him do it.
If he does it, you'll do it.
No, but dude, I can't turn that money down. I'm sorry.
Can I say something? I'm not even letting you do that.
Oh,
That
how?
is
Come on, man.
dangerous.
It's 1 minute. I've taken beatings before. It's no big deal. It's like it comes down to will you take a beating for $15,000? And of course I'll do it.
15,000 is just enough to cover your funeral.
No, I think the guy's not going to kill me. I mean, if he wanted to,
He could accidentally do it.
Seriously, dude?
What?
In a minute, he could not only kill you, but at least give you brain damage.
This guy will beat the hell out of me.
Tom is despicable. He would sell you out for 15 grand. Then you're going to get your face pummeled in. He is despicable.
You know, it's funny.
How is he a Christian?
Hey, Howard, I train with some of these guys. Casey could get killed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Killed. But I don't have to worry about money for the rest of the year.
You ever see extreme fighting where the guys, the guy who's superior gets the guy down on the floor in 3 seconds.
Right.
And then for 57 seconds,
He's just beating him.
Takes his fist and just punches his face, bare knuckle.
Howard, plastic surgery alone he'll need will be like 25 grand.
Howard, I've been right there. I was a ring announcer for this other one that they had for a while, and I've seen, like, right ringside what they do, and they don't care. I mean,
I love Ultimate Fighting, dude, but you got to be nuts. 15. Let Tom do it also, and then do it.
You know what the funny thing is? If we came to Tom with this idea and they weren't an advertiser, he would tell us, no way, legal says no.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
The station couldn't afford the liability.
Right.
15 grand. What do they spend in Ultimate Fighting that Tom wants this?
I would guess that if they're going to give Casey 15, that they got to be making at least 100, 150.
Yeah.
At least 200.
Isn't that generous? You get to get your brains beat in for 15. Tom gets 150,000.
I can't believe Casey's thinking about doing it.
No, I want to do it. I told him I would do it.
He says he'll do it.
I want to do it.
I don't think you should do it.
In a minute, in that small area, you can't stay away from the guy.
Yeah.
No.
Because that's all they could train you to do is run.
I know these guys are animals. I know it would beat the bejesus out of me. But
Dude, all you have is your looks, and you're going to lose those.
How would you act like I haven't taken a beating before? I mean, but
You haven't taken a beating.
Not by a guy like this. You're right.
These are pros. Again, we're talking about John thinking he can play pro football.
No, don't get me wrong. I don't think I can even stand in the same ring with this guy. Don't even say. I'm not even saying that. All I'm saying is I want the money.
You're saying for a full minute you could take a beating.
I could. I'm gonna have to.
Can you tap out after 10 seconds?
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that though.
No, he's got to stay in for 60.
He'll probably be unconscious and unable.
Yeah, right. If you're unconscious.
You ever see how fast these guys come
I know.
at you?
I've seen it. And actually, I had a wrestling coach who used to be into this stuff.
Yeah.
And we tried this for a couple times. And actually, another guy who came in knew what he was doing, and he wasn't even bigger. He was like 120 pounds, and he just like beat the hell out of both of us with these holds and stuff.
Let me have some fun. Hey, Tom.
Yes.
You might be the most despicable human being I've ever met.
No, I might not be.
No, you really are. You should just shame on you.
No, because it's not for him to actually fight the guy. It's for that guy to do a demonstration with Casey of how they do what they do.
So why don't you do it? Why don't you do it? We'd much rather see you in the ring.
If somebody's got to get beaten, wouldn't you rather see Tom beaten?
No, the idea is not for Casey to get beaten at all. The idea is for him to do a demonstration, have a sense for what these guys actually do in the ring.
Oh.
You're leaving out the fact that when I talked to Casey yesterday, I told him, I actually said, you shouldn't really do this, but if you want to do it for the money.
Wait a second. What are you telling me? Let me ask you something. Because you're the guy who punched a suit and broke his hand.
Yes.
Right.
Let me understand something. Casey's telling me he's got to go into the ring for a minute with an extreme fighter.
Not to actually fight the guy, not for the guy to actually to beat him up like he would do to somebody else in the ring.
So why are you telling him he shouldn't do it? If it's just a demonstration.
Well, because I told him it's up to him whether he wants to do it or not.
Yeah, but what would stop him if it's just a demonstration?
And what is a demonstration? Is he going to show how he kicked somebody in the head?
I don't know exactly. We don't know.
Maybe you ought to look into it.
What the ground rules are yet.
So you don't know whether he'd be beaten or not. You don't care.
I care very much what happens to Casey.
What is it?
Well, for like a year, I've been training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a guy who fought in the UFC.
Yeah.
This is the most insane stuff in the world.
Not, dude, you're not telling me anything I don't know. I know that.
The guy I train with, his name is Marcelo Mello. He's like a 10-time Vale Toto world champion, 10-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion. The beatings. Just in training, my arms most of the time are in like bandages.
But Casey gets 15 grand.
Yeah.
I mean, and this guy Tito Ortiz, that's his name.
That's the guy. Yeah. I know he's a beast. I know
this guy is.
I've seen the guy fight. He's amazing.
There's like a school called the Lions Den. It's like the best there is. He's beat the hell out of everybody in that school.
Oh my goodness.
Like from top to bottom.
I guess after taxes, you'll clear about $8 grand, though.
Yeah, but see, I was thinking this is like saying, okay, we got some money from Mike Tyson's people, train for an hour, and get in the ring with Mike Tyson for 60 seconds.
Yeah, in a second. Nothing bad will happen to you.
All I know is I'm going to get drunk and bet on KC. Come on, Case! You can do it!
No, but it's
now the story's changing. Tom's saying you're going to be like doing some ballet dance with the guy.
No, I'm going to work out with him for an hour.
So you're not going to fight him?
No, then I have an exhibition match for 60 seconds.
See, an exhibition match is not a demonstration.
And these guys don't screw around. They don't take it lightly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're going to want to say, hey,
there's no such thing as an exhibition.
Right? It's like there's a new guy coming in here. I'm just going to beat the hell out of him because it's funny.
Hey Tom, why don't we just have him wrestle an alligator?
Casey or Tito?
He needs the money. So why don't we just put him in all kinds of danger?
Yeah, let's have him swim with sharks.
Right. Why don't we just have him take heroin with an AIDS-tainted needle?
See what happens.
Let's see what happens. Let's see. He might not get it.
Right.
How about if we light Casey on fire for 15 grand?
He might not burn.
You would do it, right?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Just a demo.
It's an exhibition.
Hey, come on, Casey. Show how flesh burns.
Do you think you could survive a 20-story building, like if we push you out a window? 15 grand.
I don't think so.
What if we have an 18-wheeler roll over? You think you can survive?
Let's just put him in a wheelchair.
If it's what Tom says it is, where you're just going to like do a little ballet with the dude, fine.
Why does he have to be trained?
If you got to fight a guy for 60 seconds, shame on Tom.
Who's Tom? No, you know what? I couldn't agree with you more. I would never put Casey. I just wouldn't do it.
Hey, do you know, this is just a different topic as long as we get Tom on the phone. So, I didn't know anything about this. I guess the other day on the air I asked for some toothpicks.
Yeah.
I was doing the show and something was in my mouth and I couldn't get it out and I really needed it. I was having trouble even talking. So I guess they cost $4. So one of the guys, I don't know, who was it, Will or Jason? Jason went over to Petty Cash and said, can I be reimbursed the $4 for these toothpicks? And they said no. and by the way, I don't expect anyone to buy me my toothpicks. I just think it's funny.
Right, it was funny.
It's very funny in light of Jimmy Kimmel getting Wolfgang Puck meals every show.
You get a toothpick.
He turned down the $4 request.
Do you think it's a little silly to put a $4 request in?
No, well, $4 is
why? To Jason needs $4.
That's a major amount of money.
It was.
In other words, he footed the bill.
Why should Jason pay $4 for anything?
Well, why should Jason? Why should we pay for your toothpicks?
He shouldn't. I just think it's funny. That, I mean, if I had known about that, I would have said that's not necessary. But you think the company would just go, you know what? All right, we'll treat Howard to a couple of toothpicks. This would have been nice. It would have been like a very nice thing rather than having
nice gesture.
Yeah. Just once in a while to just, I'm not asking for Wolfgang Puck meals. I'm not even asking for you to buy my toothpicks. I just think it's funny that it happened and someone didn't say, you know what? Tell Howard it's a gift.
It's on me.
Maybe because I'm the #1 disc jockey for you guys for 15 years.
Like a Christmas bonus.
Yeah, like maybe you just go, you know what? Give the guy the $4 for the toothpicks.
Yeah, take it right out of your pocket. Forget about it.
I'll bet Letterman pays for his own toothpicks. A toothpick. They wouldn't buy me here.
It would have been great if Petty Cash just had a $5 and said, you got change.
And Jason should always come to me. I'm not asking Tom to buy my toothpicks, but it's just funny that he went there and they went, no, request denied. It would have been wild if Tom said, you know what, allow me to pay for Howard's toothpicks. Let the company pick that up for $4. Yeah, it would have been wild.
You're all amazed in the office that Tom just said, why should I pay for your toothpicks?
Yeah, it's not, you don't have to. It's maybe something you'd want to do.
It's lucky we have equipment to broadcast
well, there's even a
without having to supply it ourselves.
By the way, Tom, as we talk, the toothpicks never went home with me. They're here in the station. In case I have a problem on the air again, I have the toothpicks here.
And I'll reimburse you some toothpicks.
But it's a long-term thing. If it starts with toothpicks, what's next? Tissues?
Well, that's funny because that's funny you say that because we have to buy you tissues. We buy them for the station, and I think that's in dispute right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I leave tissues on the console because during the show, for some reason, you snot a lot.
You might need that, yeah.
Usually because I don't even get out of my chair to go to the bathroom because I'm into the show, but Tom's now debating whether to pay for the tissues, the box of tissues.
No, I'm unaware of tissues.
All right.
Why don't you expand the budget a little bit for toothpicks and tissues?
No, I don't want him to buy my... I really, seriously, the point is not for him to buy my toothpicks. The point is, it's just weird that the kid went up there and goes, hey, can I get reimbursed $4?
No, the kid, I never saw the kid.
No, Denise stopped him before he got to you.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, he said he went to Denise, and she said no.
She knows that given to me, and I've actually put it back with Anne Marie, and Anne Marie never called me on it. I thought she was going to call me.
It's all right, I don't want you to.
Why did you send it back?
Gary, yeah.
I'm just being a producer. I'm asking.
Yeah.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. All right, Tom, let's see. Maybe you can put Casey in some dangerous situation when we're in Vegas.
I'm working on it.
All right, thank you.
Casey, do you have medical insurance here?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I know I'll need it, but hey, that's $15,000. You got to be kidding me.
Coming up, Casey gets shot in the face. Brought to you by Trim Spa.
But that's what came down.
I want to see Casey stick his face into one of those meat slicing machines and see what happens.
I was thinking of wood chipper.
$15,000. You could make a lot of $15,000 appearances and do, dangerous stunts.
Yeah, take your left hand, not your right hand, and put it in a wood chipper.
Yeah. It'd be cool if that guy just breaks your neck, snaps
You could if you wanted to.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Sure.
Yeah, he'll pick you up and throw you down, and there you go. You're done.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have to worry about paying rent. That's all.
Both.
Hey, you sent me that shit about Andy Dick, by the way.
Yeah.
What the fuck was going on? Have you
is this
heard
the one with
about
Greg
this?
Fitzsimmons?
Yeah,
on
when he
Stern?
went off about
Yeah, so
Stern.
tell me exactly what happened. 'Cause
no
I was watching it on the plane, so I didn't really get the whole thing. But did Andy was on Greg Fitzsimmons? Only said he was a Jew, and then he went off on that.
He kept going on about hook-nosed Jew and calling him a hook-nosed Jew. Look, Andy is obviously in a tailspin right now. He's in a downward spiral. He keeps, he got sober. When he was on our show, he was sober. And then afterwards, he got arrested. Maybe got arrested?
No, I mean, maybe he was sober.
Yeah, you don't think he was sober. You think he was coking up.
Well, I don't know what he was, and I don't want to say he was, but I do know he has the biggest urinary tract infection I've ever seen then.
Because he keeps...
He went to the bathroom, 4 times?
He could have been doing something in there. Maybe he did that for confidence. He was worried about, he had talked a lot of shit about me, and then all of a sudden he's going to be on the podcast with me.
Well, the only reason I ever think this is because I noticed that he went to the bathroom 4 times, but that he was saying he was sober, but then people at the Comedy Store was like, dude, he was blacking out here last night.
Yeah, you told me that people did at the Comedy Store, saw him all fucked up. Andy and I have a lot of history, and I understand Andy in a way that very few people do. And when I say that I honestly love the guy and I wish him the best, I honestly do. I really do. He's a good person in his best moments. He's just crazy as fuck, and he blames me for a lot of his bad times when he was on news radio. And he's like, he was so angry, he was so mean to me. He doesn't realize he was constantly pushing my buttons. He was constantly fucking with me, and he was doing it because it's just in his nature. He had an insane childhood, and I don't know the full details, but I know it was not good. And, because of that, he's, become this incredibly talented, gifted, sort of a needy cat. And our relationship has always been very strange. He literally banged on my trailer door. I opened it up, and he had his dick in his hand.
But you do understand.
Girlfriend was in the room, and he's like, "Come on, I don't want you guys fuck." And he's like, it was fucking serious.
But you do understand that even though when he was on the show, that might have been to you, but that was in a lot of people's opinions the best fucking duo ever. Watching you and Andy Dick together is probably one of the best things I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
It was very interesting when we did the show. When we did the show, we had this weird love-hate relationship. Andy could make me laugh harder than anybody, man. When we did scenes together. together, I would have to like redo things like 3 or 4 times because I couldn't stop cracking up. I couldn't help myself. We had this one where there was pencils. I had pencils in my hand, and one of them was obviously way longer than the other one. And then I'm like, which is the longest one? He's like, could be a trick. And he gets in my face, and he's like, just studying it, and I couldn't stop laughing. He's fucking brilliant, man.
I remember falling in love with that show.
He's not that guy anymore. He's Andy at 50 or whatever he is. You know,
so,
but
he
it's sad.
What did he say? I mean, what
said a bunch of
this off?
Look, here's the root of it. Forget all the words that came out. What's the intention behind it? The intention behind it is to lash out at Howard Stern so that Howard Stern in turn lashes back. And maybe there's room for reconciliation, and all of this is just giant sums of attention. If it was money, it would be a financial downpour. It's attention. That's what it is. And he probably doesn't even realize it when he's saying it. But Howard Stern didn't do anything to him, and he's
did he? I mean, does he owe money or
no? Howard Stern doesn't owe a fucking single human money on this planet.
He called in when Charlie Sheen was on the show and wanted to like put his. He just wanted attention when Charlie Sheen was. They were talking about Charlie Sheen, or Charlie Sheen was there, and Howard wouldn't take the call, and he said something like, "Andy's, why are we going to listen to him? He's living in a fucking trailer in the back of his house. He's, or whatever." And then Andy got upset, lashed out at Howard on Greg's show, and I heard Howard talk about it, and it really was like. It almost sounded like Michael Richards when he tried to the
nigger thing.
Yeah, that's what it almost felt like. But it's super sad. I don't even want to say it's sad. It's just because I don't want to. I don't want to put that energy out there, but it is because, man, Andy was so fucking talented.
He's still talented. He's just crazy.
He's hilarious. He still cracks me up. I don't care if he's sober or drunk. He still cracks me up.
He's not doing good right now. That's what the problem is. If he was doing good, if he was on a sitcom right now and he's making tons of cash and and he could fuck off and then pull it back together again, he'd be okay. The problem is right now he's not on a sitcom and he's in a bad place. It's not good. And so he's lashing out at Howard Stern. And
I think the lesson is don't ever tell people you're quitting drinking. Just quit.
He never said he was. He did it, and then he would say, I'm not saying it's forever.
I don't know, though, his response, like Howard Stern's response to it, that kind of freaked me out. Because it seemed like, all right, dude, why are you going off on, 30 minutes, 40 minutes? You immediately snapped, and now, like, this guy that you obviously know is fucked up, you're fucking destroying him in 30 minutes, and, like, him and Robin just, like, kind of tore Andy apart. Like, I was like, you have to understand where Andy is right now, and like you pretty much exposed yourself into saying, like, all right, you don't give a shit about this dude. So even if you have some qualms with this guy, you just pretty much just expose yourself as like thinking this guy's the worst person in the world. At least that's what I got from it.
I don't understand what you're saying.
He really focused on what Andy said about being a Jew or being like a Jew, a hook-nosed Jew or whatever. Right. He really and if you look at old school Howard Stern, Howard Stern was the first person to like make fun of blacks, make fun of fucking Italians, make fun like Howard used to be like this risky guy that and he focused so much on like being called a Jew, it seemed like the whole thing was because of that, like some anger at
okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, kind of, maybe?
I sort of know what you're talking about, but honestly, when I was hearing it, I was like, this is so low level. This is such a low-level move, to say he's a Jew, he's a hook-nosed Jew. I was like, come on, man, this is just moron shit. And it's like you're just going after this stuff that he goes after about himself,
right? Yeah.
And you're going after it, and you're saying he's got a sore spot there. Like, what is that? It's just idiotic, is what it is. But his reaction to it, you got to realize. Howard Stern is an old school dude. He's older than us, man. He's been around a long time, pre-internet, and he grew up in a fucking black community, man. So, that kind of racism, calling him a Jew, it doesn't feel good, man. It feels fucking shitty, and it feels like something that he has to defend. And when he says that, if this guy did this rant about any other ethnicity, if he did this rant about black people, he would be all over the fucking news. People would be talking about, let's blackball him, let's never hire him again. But because he's running off the mouth about Jews, nobody cares. Because the presumption is that Jews run show business anyway. Oh, poor, 500 millionaire Howard Stern gets called a Jew. You gonna be okay? That's the presumption.
No, when you were
but I agree with Howard though. I think you got to point it out. If he was talking about gays, And he wasn't gay, but he is gay. So if he is gay, it wouldn't matter. You know, if Andy talked about gays, they'd be like, whatever. You know what I mean? But he's sort of gay. Gay sometimes. Gay at times. I'll never
the tip of your dick.
being in the podcast, him sitting next to me and going, I was so attracted to you. Going, this is so uncomfortable.
We need to have him back.
No fucking way.
No
He'll
way.
never
You would
come
never
back.
do that? You never?
No.
Never.
That's it. Nothing good will
What are
come
you
of
scared
that.
about?
Killing him with my hands? The fuck are you talking
it would
about?
be
What am I always
hilarious.
scared
It
about?
would
It would
be
be
the
hilarious
funniest.
before you go to jail.
No, but
There's
like
no follow-up. There's no
you-
follow-up to that interview.
No, I'm just saying that you thought that interview was really awful.
No.
Like
It was
that.
uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, but
I didn't think it was
funny. Don't you
uninteresting.
think that was
Yeah, it
funny?
was very funny. Yeah. Andy's hilarious. Look, if Andy and I, this is a true story. This is a true statement, rather. If a sitcom came up and they said we want to do a sitcom with you and Andy, and we're pretty sure we got Andy under control, and Andy is talking to a therapist, and he's on this new thing. It's called Zoloftinium. It's titanium Zoloft, and apparently it's totally leveled him out. But he's funnier than ever, and they let him smoke pot. He's only allowed to smoke pot. I'd be like, wow, okay, what network? Is this NBC? I swear to God, man, I loved working with that guy.
That's good.
But if he said all those things about Howard that he said about me, it wouldn't hurt me as much as it hurt Howard or make me as mad because I know who he is. I know you can't trick me with a bunch of noise that comes out of your mouth. I know where it all comes from. I know the fiber of his being, and he's crazy. He's crazy as fuck. You know, and he didn't. What he really means by all this is he feels abandoned. He's got nothing going on, and so he lashes out and he says fucked up shit like that. But that's really what it is. So when Howard got all mad and and freaked out about it, I saw his point, but I also saw a point where someone needs to be right next to Howard, going, dude, not about this guy. This is not the guy to
skip
go
over this guy.
You know, because he was going off about like, number one in the market. You try going into a market and become number one. Why all these comedians?
He was going off on Corolla.
Yeah. He was going off about why these comedians are jealous of me and why do they say things about me? Like, here's the deal. Like, if you walk around my house, man, you'll see Lenny Bruce all over the place. You've seen the posters that I have. I don't want to sit around listening to Lenny Bruce, okay? I don't. It's not like I listen to him every day. But in my mind, the only way I would have ever gotten to do what I'm doing with my life is if there was some bad motherfucker from the 60s.
Yeah.
Some crazy Jew named Lenny Bruce. And this motherfucker was such a badass and a risk taker. He got arrested. They put him in jail for saying certain words. He was a guy who got on stage in front of a bunch of people in a mixed audience and started calling, where are the niggers? Where are the niggers? There's a nigger over here. We got a nigger over there. We got a nigger over here. We have a nigger. We got a kike. We got a Jew. We got a kike. Here's a kike. We got a kike over here.
Really?
And he would, yeah. He goes, with a spick, there's a dirty spick right there. Here's a spick. Here's a wop. We got a giddy wop. We got a Jew, a giddy wop. We got two niggers.
Are you serious?
And he said he had this whole bit about if you say that enough, then it's not going to hurt a little kid's feelings. It won't be so shocking.
Yeah.
We'll take away the power from this stupid word. He was the first guy to use a joke about, there's two jokes that I've heard that people ripped off. They probably didn't even realize they ripped off, but they were Lenny Bruce jokes. Yeah. One of them was, he goes, being homosexual is illegal, dig? So what happens when they arrest you, they put you in jail with a bunch of men and want to have sex with you?
Yeah.
This is just as, we can't, in our context of our society in 2011, our level of social evolution, we're far beyond where we were in the 60s. But this guy in the 60s was fucking revolutionary. And so that's why I have posters of Lenny Bruce all over my house. If you want to talk about radio, there's only one guy you want to talk about, and that's Howard Stern. Yeah. And that is a fact. I don't give a fuck what you say. That guy is revolutionary. He's the one guy who stepped in when everybody was doing the same stupid shit, and he took chances. He did crazy shit. He went deep and dark, and it's not because he really means all the things that he's saying. Right. He wants to give
putting on a show.
Extreme entertainment. Entertainment. But in doing so, you put out a lot of you. You take a lot of chances. You expose yourself, and you become very sensitive. And through all of his attacks, I think he's become more sensitive. Yeah. Because I don't think that Howard Stern of 10, 15 years ago would have reacted the way he reacted to Andy Dick now. Yeah. No. I think he would mock Andy Dick. Because I think I don't want to say who's correct and who's incorrect, but if Andy said something about me like that, I would have it on and I would start laughing and saying, I need to call Andy Dick, a life counselor. I would start thinking, what do I need to do to get my life in order? Well, I'm a hook no Jew. Is there a way to fix this, Andy? You know, like what the fuck are you trying to say? Not only that, there's a guy living in a shed who's giving this advice out, which just makes it even more ironic.
Do you think that's marriage? Do you think that's him and
Howard?
and Beth?
Who the fuck do I know? I'm not one to comment. I don't know him that well. If I knew him that well, I would do a show more often. I don't know him that well.
He's just older.
Yeah, he's
Once
a
you get
different
older,
dude.
once you get older, you see things
He's an
differently.
extreme human being, man. He's an extreme example of what's possible.
I want to hear this. But while he's queuing that up, you know, the thing with you is you're forgetting what got you to where you are.
Okay, fine.
Your stutter, stop it already.
No, but that's fine with me. But
stop trying to hide your flaws, and don't tell Scott to edit out your stutters. Are you out of your mind?
Because I'm just getting tired of people saying I'm like that. I'm making it up. I'm not.
Wait, your beef is you're tired of people saying you make it up?
Yeah, people saying that I don't really stutter. Could
So
you
then
imagine
fine. So then what do you care?
But would you believe in college I answered the wrong question, the wrong answer, just so I didn't have to say the right one?
I believe it. Listen, everyone has had hardships. You know, I grew up in a community where I was an outcast, and that I couldn't even date a black woman because I was white.
Howard, I dropped out.
Do you know that? Do you know what a hardship that was? But yet I overcame it.
You don't hear him complaining about it
I'm
every
not
day.
complaining. I could be completely traumatized.
I dropped out of my public speaking course in college just because they were going to videotape us. I didn't want anyone.
Well, so what? So what? Now you have a degree of fame. You don't even have to work for a living.
What do you
go around
I
and
don't work.
You stutter for a living.
What do you mean I don't work?
What do you do?
plan about-
Tell everyone what you do.
I come in here at 5 in the morning.
And what do you
I
do?
log the whole show on whatever you say on that freaking
Whatever I
computer
say,
back there.
you type in the computer.
Okay, then I go out and do interviews for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours.
Interviews with who?
With celebrities.
You go out and meet celebrities.
That's like a stakeout. I wait out front for them to come out for 4.5 hours.
You think that's hard work?
Come on, it is hard work.
Once a month, going out and staking out?
Once a month. Try 2
All
or
right,
3
let's hear
times a
this
week.
stutter.
You're nuts, man.
Go to.
Oh, you got the tape?
Yeah.
Let me hear what. Now, what are you and John arguing
This is
about?
not a real argument. This
Oh,
is
yes,
silly.
it is.
It's not a real argument. John was furious. He came to me and was ranting.
Now,
and
why
raving.
was he furious?
Can I explain it to you?
No. Look,
What is this argument about?
All right. Robin has his friend. See, Robin is the most craziest person I've ever met.
The most craziest?
Yes, because
All right.
she comes, anytime she gets a call, she's got a different way I got to handle a phone call. This one she says to me, she goes, all right, tell him that he's got to talk through you to talk to me.
Right.
So now normally if it was like somebody you just want to blow up, I'd say, she's busy, she's meeting, can I take your number?
In other words, let me explain. In other words,
you've seen me how I do this.
In other words, Robin received a phone call after work.
Yeah. And she
and the person said, hello, this is,
somebody that we know is a friend of Robin's.
all right, this is a friend of Robin's. I would like to speak with Robin. Now, your instructions are to say what?
So I said,
what are you
hold on.
supposed to say? I'm going to be the guy in the
Okay,
phone. All
okay.
right, let me see how you handle it.
Okay, exactly.
Hello, this is,
It's a friend of Robin's that I know is a close friend of Robin's.
All
right, I'll just make up a name.
Okay.
Hi, this is Bernstein.
I don't know how to name to make up Howard.
I don't know. Okay, give me a different name. I don't know. Okay, Schwartz.
Hi, this is Schwartz.
Hi, this is Schwartz. Can I speak to Robin?
I go, okay, can you hold on a minute? Put her on hold. Put him on hold. Put it, Bernstein on hold now. And I say, and I go, Robin, you know, this guy's on the phone for you, you know, what do you want me to do? In so many words.
Go ahead.
So then she goes, tell him, he's got to talk through you to, and tell me what he wants.
All right, so let's see.
So then I go on the phone.
Go ahead, go on the phone.
All right, I go, hey, Tom.
Right.
I say, I want you to,
right.
Talk through me,
All right, I'll
tell me what you want.
What's the matter? Robin isn't good enough to talk to me?
Exactly what he says.
So what do you say?
So I go, can you hold on a second again? I go, Rob,
Now,
give
first
me
of
a
all,
break.
Let me tell you something. You're already screwing up.
Okay.
Now, let me tell you how you handle
I know,
it.
but
First of all,
it's-
you don't get on the phone and say, Robin wants you to talk through me. Now, listen.
You're right.
Listen,
No,
this
Howard,
is how you,
but
let me tell you, can I teach you how to answer the phone? Can I teach you how to answer the
But
phone?
you're missing the point.
I don't care if I'm missing the
Because
point.
you know, let me
I want to
explain-
teach you to answer the phone.
No, I understand.
Because you have a high IQ. I think you'll catch
Yes,
on.
but Gary, could you defend me one reason?
I could, but it wouldn't help.
Now, listen to me.
One
Say hello.
All right, I know how to answer.
I'm going to say, hello, Howard Stern Show. Say, I'd like to speak
Why
to
don't you
Robin.
be calling for you?
Hello.
And I'll tell you how I would handle it.
No. Hello, Howard Stern Show.
All right, Howard Stern Show.
I'm answering. I am answering.
No, you don't say that when he says
Hello,
that.
Howard Stern Show. So you're John.
Yeah. Hi, this is John. Can I speak to Gary?
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to go get Gary. I'll go see if he's in.
Yeah.
Gary, you want to speak to John? No. Listen, just tell him he's got to speak through me. Listen, I can't find Gary right now. Can I take a message for you? That's it.
Howard, please,
All right,
give me 5 seconds. That is correct.
All right,
and that's what I do for Gary. No, wait, no, please.
Let me hear you and Robin
please,
arguing in
It's not fair
part.
when you do this, man.
Let me hear this.
It's not fair what you're doing right now.
Two, Howard.
Two?
Oh, man.
In his defense, I will say no one here ever knows what my schedule is. No one knows what I'm up to. So, in all honesty, they don't have anything real they could say to, sort of...
Now, this is you back where? In the production studio?
Yeah.
This is off the air.
This is what Robin does off the air with you?
This is this is what's called the After Hour Torment by Robin Quivers.
Robin, you're not pompous enough, by the way. I meant to tell you, that's the problem. In all fairness, no one knows my schedule.
Oh, man.
It was the wandering phone, like, what do you want to do? What do
Right.
you want to do? And you're like,
I just didn't feel like talking to him. I had a ton of things to do. I had about 15 minutes to do all those things and get the out of here.
Yeah.
I asked John to handle something for me. And he says, well, I said, look, tell him that he's going to have to work through you if he wants to see me to find out when he's going to be. First, John gets on and says, look, if you want to see Robin, you're going to have to talk to me.
That's what she said. She goes, tell him that he's got to go through you.
On the phone and do
Tell
it.
him.
Wait a second, what is with you two? Wait, let me ask you something. You're in love. Wouldn't it be easier just to talk to this guy, Robin? Than argue about it?
Exactly. But Howard, let me just explain. Robin has a different credo for every a different way we got to do it for every different phone call. One time it's this, one time it's that. I can't get inside her head. It's
Why don't you just take messages and don't
that's what,
consult her
Howard,
on anything?
that's what I do for Gary. That's what I do for you. And you know something? I'm going to treat her like everybody else.
That's all. What you do is take messages. Anybody who wants to return the phone calls can.
But see, if you don't follow what Robin does, if you screw up a little bit, then she gets that.
You know what? John could have just as easily have said, "Listen, let me take a message," and hung up, and Robin would have said, "I wanted to talk to him, you idiot."
Really?
That's not true.
It could
That's
happen.
so ridiculous.
It could happen.
So ridiculous.
Well, from now on, I'm making a rule so that you can follow it simply. Yes. You are to take messages on everybody's phone calls.
All right.
Even mine.
Well, yours I always do.
Well, then you're doing the right thing. Wouldn't that be easy? That's almost like having your own answering machine.
But you know
here
what
at
it
work.
is?
What did you think that would be easy?
You know, this is a friend of hers, so I just, this is a guy that we've known, and,
He's a pain in the ass.
Oh, dear.
Calling
Thanks
here.
for helping me out.
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of everything. You should get on the phone and go, Robin says you're a pain in the ass. Leave me alone.
It was so funny. I started laughing. I said, how could you do that to my friend?
Suddenly, I'm the douche,
You said it. I didn't. You two, I always hear you guys yelling back and forth at each other.
But it's like fun. We're not really
Because we're in love with
upset
each other, man. That same day, Robin took me out to eat for lunch.
They deserved it.
Dinner tried.
Pummeled you.
Dinner tried to sneak in there. He tried to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, that's what Gary's right there. So you put a replacement word in there, you could say a lot of things.
All right.
So you don't understand.
Who cares?
He and Quentin the Stutterer were at the TV show on Friday, and they were explaining to me replacement words and explaining to me how they don't stutter and how they do stutter.
See, Quentin does the same thing. He has different words. Like, if I want to call you bad, I can call you horrible if I can't spit out bad.
Okay.
But my last name, I can't replace. I can never say my last name.
Say it.
I can't say it. I'm not even going to try.
Please honor me.
No, please don't.
Please try.
Please don't do this.
I don't believe you can't say your last name.
It's impossible. Trust me. It's an impossible
Come
thing.
on, say it.
You asked me my last name. You asked me my favorite comedy movie. I can never tell you.
What's your favorite comedy movie?
I'm not even going to try.
Come on, tell me.
I'm telling you, it's impossible.
We got about 1.5 hours left. Go ahead.
No. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. You see what I'm saying?
Say your last name.
Melendez.
There, you got it. So you said it. And you get a show before you say it. It's a show.
See, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I would go for credit cards, when you know what I got to do now?
What?
People ask me for a credit card. I got to nudge my girlfriend. She's got to tell the guy my last name.
Wow. She's a great gal. Hey, say this. Monty Python and the Holy Grail starring John Melendez. Starring Melendez.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail starring Melendez.
What is he doing?
He can't. There's no air there. Why isn't he breathing?
See, that's my biggest. I don't breathe right.
I see. All right, look, listen. It's fun. Stuttering is fun.
It's fun for you.
Yeah, it is fun. Now, I understand you're a stand-up comic?
Oh, yeah, like, yeah, I killed Thursday night, man.
All right. Why don't we take a break, Robin? I see it's running late. What we might have to do is listen to one of Stuttering John's interviews when we come back, and then do some news, and then get back with Stuttering John. All right? We'll be back right after these words. Okay. Rather quickly here. Boy, I'm listening to this tape of you and Robin arguing. Boy, you got some foul mouth, John.
Oh, well, come on.
Boy, listen to that. Listen to this, Robin.
What?
She would have me call the whip, okay? Get on the phone and say, is Robin's coat ready? They'll say, we only want to tell Robin. I'll go, well, Robin's not here. Is her coat ready? We only want to tell Robin. I'd be on the phone 3 times in the same hour, calling them up and getting, just because this little bitch will get on the phone herself and find out.
I'd make him go through those fights because he'd get on the phone, start fighting, and I'd say, all right, now go.
Who are you telling this to, by the way? Who are you fighting with?
Scott the engineer.
Scott the engineer? Scott the engineer?
Billy West.
Billy West.
Billy West was there.
Wow. Jesus. How was there time for this?
Oh, I was waiting for John. I was taking him to lunch. He was about to do the promo.
You know, they both checked the reel-to-reel machines, but Scott had a hidden tape recorder.
Not a little. I'm going to smack his bald head around, man.
That's Scott, boy. He really gets in there.
Yeah, because we checked to see if he was recording.
He's sitting there. You probably was laughing your ass off, right? You were taping. How'd you tape?
How do you know it was me?
It was you because
You
Gary
guys
just
argue
told
everywhere. I think it could have been anybody that recorded you guys.
Maybe someone was walking along and just taped it.
He said someone sent in a tape.
Oh, you did good work, Scott. I always love that.
Thank you. I didn't hide anything.
I'll give you an extra plug for that.
Well,
718. What is it?
Bag 54.
Bag 54.
I'm available in all Stern cities.
I see.
It's not so hot.
That's his disco.
I wouldn't use him if I were you.
Disco DJ business.
I'm using them for my wedding.
Are you?
Yeah.
Scott's going to spin records at your wedding?
No. Well, Scott's got a big corporation now.
Right.
He's got thousands of people working for him.
How much money you making?
I'm just an employee of.
You're making big dough, huh?
It's coming in.
Wow.
Enough to buy spy tapes.
Boy, Scott got us to finance that whole thing by sitting there and crying poverty.
And you said not to take any profit.
Man, we stupid. Boy, are we stupid. Look at Gary. Yeah.
We are.
No, you're not. Come on, it's Scott. You're going to take his money.
You take mine.
He paid it back.
I ain't taking anything. I'm making no money on you.
I know.
Oh, yeah? You're not being charged for the wedding?
No. He's just whatever. No, I got to pay. It's whatever he costs him to pay the guy.
Oh, wow.
Scott is good, though, I gotta say. He's a very competent DJ.
Well, there you have it.
Well, there's an endorsement.
You know what Robin calls? You know what Robin calls her? These things. She says that it's her imperial air, right? Just let's get off this.
What is he talking about, Robin?
You know, when you call me pompous, I don't say it that way. I say I have an imperial air.
You have an imperial style about you.
Another word for bitch.
All right, let me hear. Now, what is this? You do a stand-up act when you do your personal appearances, John?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
What? You have writers and a whole thing?
Yeah.
Who are your writers?
Joey Cola.
Who is Joey Cola?
It's a big comic, man.
Former K-Rock comedy writer.
Oh, is that right? He writes material for you, and you go out on stage.
I have my own stuff, yeah.
So when people see what appearances, you do a stand-up?
Yeah, sure. I do a Q&A. People ask about the show. I usually have some witty responses,
Yeah. But what do you have? An formalized act?
It's getting there. Not like
how many minutes do you do?
I was on the stage at Stevens Institute for like an hour and a half.
Hour and a half?
I was on the stage. I was on the stage for 3 hours, but it was a hot legs contest. But I did my own like 20 minutes, at least a half an hour.
Let me hear a joke.
I'm not going to do that.
Come on.
No way.
Why?
I know I died, but I'm not going to do it.
Wait a second, John. Do you know what's a good joke? Seriously, tell him the joke that you open up about going to NYU.
He already heard that one.
No, I didn't.
That was actually Fred's, but
Let me hear it.
You heard that one before.
I got to hear it. I got to hear you do stand-up.
I don't know.